Yo, check one.
There you go.
There we go. All right. And welcome to Medical Mondays on tapdetroit.com. This is your host with the most THC in his motherfucking bloodstream, BERG. That's Berg, motherfuckers. And of course, I got my right hand man, my compadre, my co host with me, Ed Rocho.
What up, dope?
Oh, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
You can hear
You
me?
gotta get on that bitch.
Nah.
But anyways, we got our special guest here with us tonight. Michigan Workz.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
What? Man, it's been a while since you've been on here, man.
I actually just had a memory pop up in my Snapchat story, and it's been 2 years since the last time I've been on the
2 years. Wow. So yeah, man. A lot has happened since then.
mic. I've had another boy.
I know, man.
Congrats, homie.
It's
Thank you,
crazy,
thank you.
bro.
Adding to
So
the
yeah,
family.
I mean, how's that going for you?
Yeah, it is so much fun while being stressful at the same time. It's very difficult to run a business and raise a family at the same time.
Indeed.
But I have the most amazing woman on my team who makes it look easy and allows us to do what we're able to do.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. Man, it seems like everybody's super low to me.
I'm trying to get on this girl too.
So yeah, man. I mean, since you were last on the show, you've been trying some more flavors or what?
We are. We got lucky and blessed to get gifted some genetics. His name is Aaron on Instagram. I believe it's Bud Mechanic 187. Very,
yeah.
very nice gentleman. Not too many people in this industry like to share, but he was kind enough to open up the stable and let us rock some new flavors, which is nice. We've been kind of stuck on the same flavors for years. We're getting boring, I guess you could say.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So what are some of the new flavors?
Oh, I think there's like 9 total in the stable right now. Mike might have to help me on this. So we have GMO, cherry pie, cookies and chem, forum cut Girl Scout cookie, grape stomper, wedding cake.
Got a new OG.
We have Josh
Haven't
D.
got it
OG,
done
the
yet.
original OG Kush, believe it or
Oh,
not.
wow.
Yeah, we got lucky with that one. We're going to cut her down in the next couple days.
So is there anything you let go of that's you were like good riddance?
Genetics wise,
Yeah.
the whole.
Cherry pie we got rid of.
No, he means he needs something for his stable.
Oh,
He's talking about his stable. Berg, you're more than welcome. We've given you genetics before. You're more than welcome. We'll open the door for you.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta
No,
get-
well, I mean, actually, I was talking about that you threw away. That you were like, I don't want.
Tossed out. Mike was correct. We did just recently toss the cherry pie just because it was just she doesn't produce. She
veggies too long.
veggies too long, but she finishes
Slowly.
early.
Just
But
slowly.
it just wasn't the terps we were looking for. Honestly, we've been mixing her with GMO just to be able to smoke her because the terps
Oh
are
yeah.
too real.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's nice to have a little gas in there with all that fucking flavor.
I mean, is me? Did you pass this back to
yeah,
me?
yeah, I did.
That's how we smoke.
I always smoke
Ping
with just one
pong.
person.
Ping pong, yeah. No, me and Roach, we love those combos, man. Like the fucking gas with the fruit, man.
I've never been a mixer until now. I'm gonna honestly say.
I mean,
I've
I'm
never been a
not even
mixer.
talking about mixing the two different strains. I'm talking about like the actual strain itself,
Oh,
like
okay.
sour grape or
Gotcha,
fucking, like strawberry cough, or even lung candy was one of my favorite, bro. And that was like,
Yeah.
what was that, Roach?
Strawberry diesel times
Strawberry
sour
cough.
diesel? Or no, strawberry cough, yeah.
Yeah, it was strawberry diesel times strawberry cough, and strawberry cough was strawberry diesel times diesel. So it was like diesel, strawberry. Yeah,
I'm jealous. I'm
Yeah.
jealous.
Yeah.
that shit was
flames.
fire.
Yeah, we're
But-
slacking. We haven't had flour in a month, and I think we're gonna cry ourselves to sleep tonight if we don't cut something down.
No, I mean, like you should have commented on the post because we were like, we're positive they're bringing that fire.
We did. We brought saltness. We brought a little bit of flour. No bullshit. Mike and I sat in the garden this morning and cut some buds down just to be like, we do grow. We do have
Yeah.
a garden.
Something.
We had to prove that.
For sure.
We even posted a garden pic for you guys online today, which is rare. We don't do that.
No,
Boom.
yeah, when I seen the tag, I was like, what? I was like, I've never seen him fucking take a picture of a girl like that.
Yeah, we don't.
Maybe a plant,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not like a whole fucking.
The room.
Yeah, we usually just take a picture of the booty. We don't want to show you all the curves on her.
I got him to jump on the live once in the garden.
Oh yeah.
This one time.
What?
I did. You guys are
jumped on the
slaying.
ladder.
No support. Where's my true supporters at? Please call in right now. What's the number?
It's
313-451-7749.
We need our true supporters to call in right now and let us know that you have our backs right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, damn, nobody's on IG Live right now, huh?
No.
Damn.
What's Instagram
Well-
anymore these days?
There's people there, but they're not saying anything
Oh, on the Yahoo?
on YouTube.
I mean YouTube. Yeah.
You're the fucking
Shout out
Yahoo bird.
YouTube, then. Shout out
I'm
YouTube.
fucking man. Shout out to you, Yahoo, man. Nah, I'm just fucking. I'm fucking high as shit already, man. The president. Shout out to all of our sponsors. You want to do it this round?
Man, yes.
All right, you do it this round. I'll do it.
Shout out our gracious host, Green Thumb for President.
That's the motherfucker I was gonna say. Got me all fucking dabbed out before the show.
Yeah, I seen it happen.
I
Yeah.
concur. I concur
Yeah,
to that.
Man, shout out Treetop Wellness Group. Shout out, what is it? Viking Labs? Viking Oil Supply? Valhalla Labs.
Valhalla.
Oh, I'm saying it wrong?
Yeah, for once, bro. I'm correcting you.
Valhalla. It's,
I thought it was Valhalla.
what did I say?
It's one of them.
I don't know.
Valhalla.
Valhalla.
Valhalla. Yeah, shout out Van Halen Labs.
Van Halen Labs. Damn, that would be a dope ass name, man. Who else, Roach? We got something right in front of us.
We already said that.
I didn't say it.
I did.
Oh, all right. I'm not paying attention to you.
Well, clearly. Shout out the doctor, Dr. Greenbuds.
Man, I haven't seen him in
I-
forever, bro.
I see him during the week, just not on Mondays.
I'm about to take him off the list, man.
He's getting shit canned.
Bro, he said put him on a flyer, and then he didn't show up.
I know he didn't, but I mean,
The doctor right there.
That was loud.
Hello, caller, are you there?
Medical Mondays,
Yeah, we're Medical Mondays.
my
Who
favorite
are you?
radio show. You there?
Yeah, who are you, bro?
Can
What's
you
up,
hear us?
caller?
Man, it's over the moon, man.
What
up, though?
Shit.
What up, though, man?
Man, I had to call and support you cats, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, the fiercest raccoon killer in Michigan.
How was your guys' 420, man?
I mean, I was high as shit.
Yeah,
Me too.
I didn't really do anything.
You guys go? Did you guys attend any of the events in the Clio, Michigan area?
I attended my own event
Yeah, basically.
in a kitchen somewhere.
I ain't mad at you.
Mike made us
Hey, you were
work.
probably warmer there than we were in Clio.
Oh, bro, I was so disappointed for some of the people who went there. It was, I heard.
I went
heard
to
Sunday
Buddy's.
was
I was
live
at
out
Buddy's
there.
all weekend.
It was what?
I was at Buddy's at Clio Cultivation all weekend.
Oh, all right. Well,
I didn't do
one
the
of
cook
the
stock.
events was fully tented. Which one was that? The cultivation.
Was that the custody?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I didn't even go to Kushstock.
Oh yeah. No,
I mean, I'm just gonna keep it real, man. I gotta support my Michigan people. It wasn't
for
nothing against
sure.
them cats. It was just I've been with Buddy for years doing that event, and
Hey,
you know, the Kushstock was a lot of out of town vendors, and I mean, hey, to each his own. You know, if they vended and they had a great time, great. You know,
No, we respect
but for me
that.
personally, I stuck with Buddy, man. You know, I've always attended his event. So had a great time, good turnout. They did have a big ass tent, and we were also able to put our tent up inside their tent as well.
Wow.
So,
I have no idea what the setup was at Kushstock. I didn't even make it over there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, personally, I've never been.
Nothing
to
against
or.
the people. I don't know them personally. I mean, I know some of the cats
Does anybody
affiliated
know where
with
the
them, but know,
Kushstock people are from? Like where they originate from? Is it like a
I believe
Cali?
California, if I'm not
All right,
mistaken.
yeah, that's where they all come from. They're like,
I
come
get
give
it.
us your
I get it.
money, and then they go back to California with our money.
That's exactly, to be honest with you, why I invented.
No, yeah. I mean, that's
And not to mention, Buddy's a hell of a guy. He does a free event
yeah.
every year for the people. He didn't even charge the park.
Oh yeah, wow.
You know. Yeah, I mean, what more can you ask for? You know, and he's smart, dude. He fucking called. As a vendor, I can honestly say this. Somebody who's vended a lot of events. He's smart. He'll call you in December and lock you in. You know. I mean, he literally called me right after Christmas and was like, "Can I count on you to be at the event?" So, you know,
wow.
when it's an event, of course you're going to tell him, "Yeah, in December for an event in April."
For sure.
So he was smart by that, and he's just a hell of a guy.
So what
Treated
you
me
smoking
very
on,
well.
man?
So
What you smoking on?
What's
tonight?
that?
What are you smoking on tonight?
Right now, I'm smoking on several different. Well, I just smoked some organic mechanic. Not a huge dabber, but I do like rosin. And I smoked some organic mechanic Gorilla Glue. Rosin.
Ooh.
Gorilla Glue 4 rosin was fire.
Ooh.
And then I wish I could remember who I got this jar of weed from because he didn't have a banner at his booth, these guys, but they had this Scott's OG, dude.
Scott's
That
OG.
is absolutely fucking flame, bro.
I've never heard of it.
I grew her back in the
It's
60s.
rare. It's a rare
in the
dankness strain.
60s.
Closet days.
Yeah,
I've
dude,
never
it's fire.
had that.
Super fire. I wish the guy had a fucking banner so I could go buy more from him. I have no idea who the guy was.
That's how it usually works. The best weed, they never give you the number so you can call back.
Yeah.
Never, bro. And he had packs over there, and I was like, yo, I'm trying to get one of those, but I got to sell a few more hats first. Before I knew it, the guy fucking was gone.
Yeah.
Magician.
I'll tell you who had some really good fire out there, bro. I mean, there's a lot. I was impressed, you know. There was some good fire out there. There was some junk, too, but there's a lot of junk. But I'll tell you who I was really impressed with this weekend, bro, was my homie from Cookies and Kush.
Oh, yeah.
He had the fucking fire, bro. Just
Where-
Chips Ahoy. He's got the wood grain fucking jars.
Where are they from? Michigan?
He's from Flint.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Never
Yeah,
heard
he's
of
from
him.
Flint.
what company
He's
was
fucking Cookies and Kush.
that?
Huh.
I'll plug him in with you guys.
Yeah,
You should have him
man,
on the
have
show.
him
He's
on
a
the
real
show.
nice guy.
Yeah.
It's a husband and wife operation.
But
Yeah, we respect
He
that.
stays out all the industry drama and bullshit. That's why I like him.
Sold.
Hell yeah.
Sold.
And he has a quality product, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. We got to try his
And he's
products out.
affordable. He's affordable. He wasn't trying to like fucking rob people neither.
Oh,
you know what
like
I mean?
Michigan Workz.
Did he
I
have a
don't,
gun?
I don't
Did he
mind.
have a
I
gun?
don't mind paying top dollar for good shit, but it was even better to get it at an affordable price.
Oh,
I was
Do you
like,
mind
wow,
me
okay.
asking, what is your opinion on top dollar? What would you consider top dollar for an ounce of flour?
Of top shelf flour?
Yeah.
Well, what I think would be too much, or what I think would be
Go
fair.
ahead and give us too much, or I guess just give me your fair. Just throw a fair. Fuck it. We'll take the fair.
I mean, dude, I'll be straight with you. I'm not ever gonna lowball anybody under $200, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know what goes into it. I mean, I'll even pay more if it's, you know, if it's that fucking
But what's
that
the
woo wee
max?
where you're like,
Ooh.
What's the max?
max
for
I
an
would
onion,
pay,
for
the
an
max.
onion for that
and I
pack.
mean, this has got to be some shit that I could.
Like you already
that-
tried, like you just smoked
like
a
that
joint of
dank
it, and
on
you're
you
like,
type.
"Oh my fucking god, I'll pay."
I would probably
How much?
give a grower $250, no doubt.
$250,
And I know that
that's
some
your
guys, some
max?
people probably listening saying, "Damn, he paid $250." Yeah, because I grow, so I know what goes into it. But I just can't. I can't pay. You got to remember now. Keep this in mind, okay? I lived in New York all my life. There was two kinds of what they would call top shelf weed at that point. It was haze and sour. I was always on the sour. Back when I was growing up, man, you pay $500 for an ounce of real sour.
Oh
up
yeah,
there.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And there was
That's New
even
York
so
shit,
back
though.
then we didn't have, people didn't have dough like that, bro. So we bought fucking $20. They $20 grammed us to death up there,
Oh
bro.
yeah, I'm sure.
And we
Probably
paid
less than a
because it
gram.
was like, fuck it, we'll just get a
It was
blunt. We'll get a
probably
Don't feel bad.
0.7s
Don't feel
all
bad.
day.
We paid that in Southwest too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind paying. I'm not trying to insult growers.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
I think
man. Back
a
in the
good
day-
grower that grows good quality products should get what they ask for.
No.
Back in the day,
I don't
the
mind
most
paying
I
it,
ever paid
but
for
I just-
was $3.50.
I paid more for my.
I mean,
cousin,
I'll be honest with you. I paid
Yeah,
$3.50
$4.25.
last
Gotta get
cannabis
taxed,
cup
Uncle Sam.
last year.
You see how big
Good,
his house
that
was?
company, Good Life Delivery.
Yeah, four was my
I guess they're based out of here in Michigan, or we'll have one in Cali as well. But these cats I met are here in Michigan, and they ran that Good Life Delivery booth. They had this fucking gelato last cannabis cup. It was stupid. I mean, he wasn't taking a dime under $3.50.
Ooh.
I paid it
that's-
because
yeah.
I wanted it,
No,
and
I
it
mean,
was
that's
the
the
fucking
most I
truth,
paid
bro.
back in the
It was
day.
before everybody had gelato.
Right.
Yeah, hey.
No, honestly, we respect your answer. Like I told Mike when we got into business together, I said, listen, I never am interested in selling ounces under $200. If that comes to the point, then
I won't even insult a grower. Offering them less than that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're buying weight's one thing, you know
yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
of
But
course, no. That's
just for a
totally
zip,
understandable.
fuck, I would never insult anybody and try to give them less.
Yeah, that's because I agree with you. At that point, you're nickel and diming.
Especially if they're a company that gets their stuff tested, and they there's all costs associated with that.
Right.
That's what people that don't grow don't understand. You know what I mean? They just think, oh yeah, these guys just grew weeds in his fucking basement. Well, there's electric bills and costs associated with that.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
And that's what that's in every state. It's not just Michigan, man. People are their biggest enemy sometimes because they want it so low that eventually these growers, not all of them, but there's a large, we'll see it as we progress with recreational here in Michigan. If the grower can't get any more money, why should he put his effort into it like that? And I believe they should do it no matter what, but unfortunately a lot of people won't.
Yeah. I've always
And that's just the same thing with Colorado. Like, I go out there, bro, I fucking, no disrespect to them, but like, I love their oil, but I think their flour's fucking junk, just because, and I've talked to people out there, it's because they're getting paid fucking nothing for it.
Right.
And when that happens, it's like, how do you expect a guy to fucking put 24 hours a day caring to the shit? Like,
Yeah,
because people don't understand
your
your time is money,
Hustle, so I don't care if your price is low or high. My ticket's my ticket.
I just want good cannabis.
It's
You know?
the people's choice at that point. I don't understand where all the complaining and shit comes in from people. That's why I said I respect your answer.
I'm gonna tell you a story. You guys want to hear a story?
Oh shit!
Fuck.
Here
we go.
Over the
now
moon
listen, man.
story.
I'm 41 years old. Okay, I'm at an event. I won't make an event, but I was at an event about a month ago, and these young kids came up to me. I call them kids, because they're younger, a lot younger than me. But they came up to me, man, and they said to my homie, they're like, "We don't pay a dime over 150." And I looked at this cat like, "Man, you're about 19 years old. You got peach fuzz just now starting to grow on your face, so I know you're young. You ain't even been through the struggle, G. How you gonna offer this man 150? You come right out the womb and want to pay 150? Come on."
Right. He ain't even lived through a
Shit
real
ain't
drought
right.
yet.
I want to smack this young motherfucker, man, just for disrespecting the homie. Like, look, man, we've been through the struggle. I grew up in the fucking 80s and 90s. We thought we were getting good weed back then, and we weren't. Now to today's standards,
No.
Nope.
shit, they
Well,
didn't grow up
shit's-
in the fucking
shit's
brick
came
weed era. If
along.
you
It's
didn't grow up in
different
the brick
times.
weed
It
era,
is different
It's different times. The market is low. It's
Yeah,
extremely low. But
so many people, like, man, back in the day, I mean, even if we were getting like weed grown in this country, it was more than likely outdoor. You know what I'm saying? There was only a few.
Absolutely. I can remember getting
So
Blue
few
Dream
people
packs
back
from
in the
fucking
day.
Cali in fucking 97, bro.
Yeah, man.
I mean, old school shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I knew. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I knew a few growers back in the day in the hood, but like,
Yeah, I lived in New York, so
they didn't do
all of our shit came out of state.
Yeah,
if you
Good
want my
shit,
honest
Canada
opinion, I
or
think it's
wherever
gonna
they
go
were
lower.
getting it from. I know I was getting it from the damn
Prices.
street corner. That's where the fuck I was getting it from.
for
But that's
sure.
a different hustle there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I went back home for Christmas, like, a lot of these guys don't flip weight there like that. Everything's revolved around breaking things down. You know, I watched the homies. They were so happy to see an ounce of good weed when I fucking came out there that I brought my personals.
Wow.
I mean, thrilled.
Still,
Because when I told them
now,
the prices out there, they were
man, I
like, "Are
see
you
a
fucking
lot of
shitting me,
cats
dude?"
out in New York with Cali packs, man.
They
But
get it. They
they're
get it.
probably
They
the
get it cheaper
bullshit
now.
Cali packs.
But
They're
it's
coming to
like
Michigan.
they're all on the cartridges.
Oh, I
there.
know.
They want cartridges,
It's closer.
cartridges.
But-
That's what they're after.
Shit's crazy, man.
I mean,
Need to-
I'll be honest with you. I'm not a
motherfuckers who
big
come
fan of the
here
carts.
to get
I mean,
weed need
they're
to get
great when you're in a
Michigan
place
grown.
that you need to use one or discreetness. You know, they're awesome. But I'm just not really into them as much, especially like distillate. You know, I like it, but I'm just, and this is just my opinion. You know, to each his own. But for me, I believe you should be able to run something right the first time and get it right,
Oh,
not
for
have
sure.
to rerun it to fucking clean it up. You know what I mean? But
Yes,
you
sir.
know, that's my opinion. You know,
Yep.
not necessarily the public's opinion. You know, but
Hey, man,
I'm more of a
we've
flower.
been
I'm a
trying.
flower person. Man.
We've been trying to get fucking Lab on here, bro. You need to pull
Who?
some strings and get us a Lab to come on the show.
I'll get Iron Labs to come on.
Yeah, exactly, man.
They're the
We've
homies.
been
They're right here in
trying to
town.
get Labs on here, like for sure. And
Well, listen,
You don't have
we're gonna
enough
be.
money.
I'm gonna be
I know.
working on a new show soon with some people from the Complex Media that I did the first show with.
Oh shit.
We're gonna be filming it. We're gonna be filming a new show soon. It's called There Grows the Neighborhood,
Oh
and
shit.
it'll be a fucking series, you know. And we're gonna do all that.
Oh,
So
and you're
I'll
gonna
Special
definitely make
guest
sure to.
Bergen Roach.
And there's gonna be an episode of Medical Mondays. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. That's why. That's one of the reasons why I called you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Gang.
And I'll be honest, I also saw that badass shit you giving away from Green Thunder.
Oh shit! So you wanna pick a number? It's a number between one.
Fuck
and
yeah! What do I got?
250.
What's the number between
1 and 250?
17?
17.
Okay, now hold on. The way we're gonna do this
Okay.
is we're gonna take everybody's number, and then at the end of the night, we'll reveal the winner.
Yeah, for sure.
All
So
right,
you
all right,
gotta
hold up.
stay
Now we
tuned.
gotta
I
change it
mean,
up.
for sure. Everybody has to stay tuned because once somebody fucking wins this shit, everybody's gonna fucking drop. They're gonna stop watching. And they're like, oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah, no, I get it. Hold
I
off to the, hey, I'm calling the support, really, to be honest with you. But I was pissed at myself that I saw Green Thumb at the fucking Cash Bash Cup, and I fucking forgot because I was too fucking high to stop back by the table and pick some up from him. So I feel like a douchebag on that.
Oh, bro, 90% of the time I was there, I was in the room because I was tripping off of
I was just
shrooms.
too high, bro. It was too much smoke, and it was just
I
like.
couldn't find
I
you.
fell
It was a
down
fucking
a
shit
rabbit
show.
hole,
I
dog.
seen you walking there.
We were
with
open.
your girl,
Hey,
and then
we
all
were
of a
open
sudden,
the whole weekend, though,
you
Humbert.
find your ass anywhere.
Oh, that
The fucking open
that
sign
day,
never went
the
off.
day that you texted me, I just got there probably,
Oh, for sure.
but I was like, where are you at? You were like, oh, we had to leave. I was like, I
Yeah,
was
we had
there
bedtime.
all
Yeah.
Saturday night though.
We've
I only
ended
went Friday night.
we've ended at Monroe Street Fair during the day on Saturday,
That's dope.
which was fucking awesome, by the way. To those who have never vended the Monroe Street Fair
Nah,
or had the experience to be a vendor, not just a pay.
that shit's
Dude, I
crazy.
highly
Last
suggest
time
to
me and
vendors
Roach
to
went,
do it.
that shit was
You know?
snowing, dog. The shit
I
was-
mean, I'll
as
be
soon
straight
as we
with you.
got
It,
there,
it,
started
you know, it's
snowing.
pricey on the booths, but it was well worth it. It was my first time ever actually being a vendor there. I used to book bag it back in the day there, you know, but it was my first time actually having a booth there. And out of all the events that I've done, it was by far one of the best events for a vendor to be at.
Hell
It was packed. It was fucking nuts. You know what I mean? Like we never got a break the entire day, which is a good thing. You know, I'm not bitching.
No, it's crazy.
But it was
'cause, like, people from
It was great. I mean, I'm
all
happy to be
around.
back to work. It was a long fucking winter, man. The only place that we were able to vent had all goddamn winter was Vehicle City Social, you know?
Right.
And I love it up there, don't get me wrong, but it was nice to see some new faces and new people and people I hadn't seen. And there was a ton of people there. I mean, they said it was record numbers for the attendance there this year. So I tell you what, I never seen more Ohio and Indiana plates in one fucking place in Michigan in my life.
Oh, bro,
Yeah,
they came
They were
further
there.
from there, man. They was like,
Listen, they were happy to be there, bro.
yeah.
They didn't even ask me for a discount. It was like they were at fucking Disney World and they just paid full price.
Bro, Lil White. Where's Lil White from? I want to say he's from, I don't know, somewhere
Tennessee,
down south.
bro.
Even that
Nas.
motherfucker raps about going to Hash Bash because he's like, I mean,
he was there one year. I was there. It was just random as hell.
Yeah,
I used to
yeah.
listen to him in high school, and it was like,
Yeah, I don't know if
coming
I'll
to
be
the
doing the
stage.
Hash Bash Cup next year because I'm sure we set a trend this year that they didn't really care for. So, so I think that'll be in the contract
He
next
said-
year about
he's-
vending that in your
they
room.
set
But
up
there was a guy
shop
next
and-
door to
they
me
set
frying
up
chicken in the
shop
fucking
a
room. So
had an open sign. I'm sure he's seen it.
Oh, I've seen
yeah,
it.
they weren't happy. They weren't happy with me. But you know what? That's what happens when you don't work with vendors and then you give them lemons. Some of us will make lemonade. I happen to be one of those guys that'll make lemonade.
Boom.
And that's how it went. You know what I mean? But yeah, next year I'm sure they'll probably have an issue with that. But in all fairness, I got that idea from somebody the first year. I seen a guy selling clones out of his room.
I think
I thought it was
everybody
brilliant.
was doing that, so I don't think you
Bro,
should feel
yeah,
that.
so many
honestly,
people,
Yeah.
so
There
many
were so many
people were
people
back.
doing
Well,
that.
I was approached by a couple people who told me they weren't happy about it. And I was like, well, hey man, listen, how you
Who
gonna
was
hate on
that?
the hat? Who hates the fucking hat
Who
guy?
came to you?
Give me a
I'm
fucking
shocked.
break, dude.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what I mean?
shocked. No, honestly, I'm shocked because I swear like that's what happens at those events or like at the cannabis cups or even probably I didn't go to Kushstock, but I'm assuming there too. Like people have backpacks. People are going
Yeah,
to
a lot
bump
of
into
people
Absolutely.
others.
backpack.
Absolutely.
There is trading
mean,
and bartering.
The problem with
Oh, yeah.
100%. And
This
and
is
you know what? I don't
America.
think there's nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
At the end of the day, it may not be within. These events are great, but a lot of these companies, what people fail to realize is this is a business they're running. So if the number to rent a booth isn't what you can afford or what you feel like it's going to be profitable, not even necessarily afford, but if you don't feel like you can make the money that you should make,
Yeah, I mean,
you got to go back to, hey, this
I
the business,
definitely
man.
think
It
that there
has to
should
be.
be
It has to
different
make sense.
tiers. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers who ain't.
Yeah, they wanted
fucking
$5,000 for me to vend
product,
hats. I'm
know
like,
what
are you
saying?
fucking shitting me, dude? I got to sell 100 hats just to break even.
Yeah. I don't-
That's. I'm not talking shit, but it is what it is. In the future, I hope that a lot of these events will. I get there's costs associated with it, but I wish they would look at things a little differently. Like, hey, man, we depend on these vendors to make our events because the vendors are 90% of the promotion that you're going to get for an event is through the vendors because they're going to post where they're going to be at.
For sure.
So it's like, I don't know. So I can remember back in the day, man, we first started this industry here in Michigan. It was affordable to vend, and it's kind of gone out of whack at some events, not all of them, but some of them. I mean, if you're doing a guy like me, I do 30 to 40 events in the spring and summer season alone.
Sure.
Some of these events you've got to pay months in advance in order to secure the booth. So you're kicking money out for an event that doesn't happen until July, in March,
I mean,
just to secure it.
You're preaching to the choir, man. Like we were supposed to get a free
I'm on the
booth.
radio, so I'm telling these
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
nah, but it's like we were
I'm
supposed to
hoping
get
one
a
of these
free
event
booth at High
promoters is
Times.
listening right now.
That's
all.
We were
I
supposed to get
said
a
my
free
piece.
booth. Free booth, you know what I'm saying? They came at us like, oh yeah, there's no more room in non
Yeah, they wanted to put you in the back room, right?
Not in the medicating area.
Yeah,
but
they were
hey,
on that bullshit.
They were like,
Yeah, in the
oh,
back
well,
room.
you-
That's where he wanted to put
you
me.
can
And
get
you
in
know
the
what? I didn't even
medicating
know there
there.
was people back there until fucking about 2 hours before I left.
No, these motherfuckers came at us. How much was it, Roach?
Oh, I forget.
$2,000,
man. I think
right?
they wanted
It was like
two.
1,700 or some shit. But it was like from zero. Zilch.
No,
Yeah,
what,
I
hap-
know.
what happened
Selling
was
Yeah, you guys.
nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Me and you have had
hopes
that
and dreams.
conversation too, Bert. At the end of the day, they should never charge you guys. You guys are fucking the biggest promotion they can get.
at
Are
the-
you shitting me? If I ever throw an event, I ain't charging you shit.
the first 2 years, man, it was a great group of people that were, administrating the cup and in charge of everything. We had no problem.
Exactly.
I feel like High Times got greedy. They felt like they were getting a
Sure
great
did.
turnout, and they just wanted to maximize it. They're like, let's just ramp everything up. So they started
yeah.
cutting costs, and they put, the wrong people in charge, people
You remember
that weren't
back in the day?
passionate.
I've had my
People that
my
didn't-
problems with High Times.
Yeah.
there's only been one High Times that I've
They
went
didn't
to
care
and
for me
actually
very much
paid
a
to
few
get
years
in.
back.
Okay, so I'm confused because I got the wake up call at one of the maybe it was in June or maybe it was the September Cup, but I was standing. It was the June one because it was rainy, I believe. But I'm standing in line. It's ridiculous. You know, at this point, you spend all
Yeah,
this
as a
money.
vendor, after you paid all that fucking money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna personally
Fuck.
say I spent upwards of $10,000, and at that point I had no one to complain to, nobody to talk to. I just stood there. I bump into somebody
I
who's
know.
not a close friend of mine, but a good person, and I know him very well. So I bump into him, and I know for a fact they're spending upwards of $65,000, and they're in line behind me, and I'm like, "What's going
I
on?
know.
Like, where are your connections? Where are your people?" And he's like, "Are you fucking
For that
kidding me
type of
right
money,
now?"
they
Like,
should fucking
and
hold.
it just
They should damn near hold your hand till they walk you to the booth for that type of money.
I
Christ.
I swear it was like that, and it just blew me away, and I couldn't believe it. It woke me up for the September one, and then, believe it or not, we were smart enough to show up Friday. We threw out a couple jars to some of the workers and shit like that, because those are your best friends. I'm going to give everyone a free game right
Oh,
now.
absolutely.
Those are your best friends. Show up a
Absolutely.
day early, throw your product out there, and promote yourself to these people, and then the next day, they were driving us around in golf carts. They were giving us extra tables and chairs
And that's
when
the
they
best
didn't
way to
have that
do
for
it.
other
I
people.
agree.
And guess what? It didn't matter if I spent $1, didn't spend $1, spent $100,000. Those people looked out for you, and those are the real supporters. You know what I mean? So it's like
100%.
free game for you guys.
I agree wholeheartedly with that. I did the same thing. I tipped the guys. Them guys are out there fucking rain, fucking. They'll drive you around. They don't give a shit as long as and they don't even ask you to take care of them. It's when you take care of them is when they're grateful.
They just remembered us the next day, and they're like, "Hey, you need a ride?" And I just had to go take a piss, and I felt bad. I'm like, "Fuck it, I'll jump in here, and you can just run people over for me." You know?
Yeah,
what I
right
mean?
on, bro.
Like,
Right on.
I look like a celebrity.
Well, this weekend, can I talk about some of the events coming up?
Fuck no.
You
How
guys
much?
know where
What
we'll
are
be
you
at?
paying me, dog? Nah, I'm just
Wait a
playing.
minute.
Go ahead.
Well,
Are they sponsored
we'll
events?
be.
Yeah,
we'll be
is
at-
any of our sponsors gonna be there? I don't know, man.
Let's see. Let me shout them out. We'll see here.
All right.
I do a lot of events also that are not technically related to the cannabis industry. I do a lot of music festivals as well.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty big ones, Bonnaroo, Lollapalooza, things like that. So I don't know if anybody. I'm sure people within our industry go to those things as well.
I've been to Bonnaroo 2014. It was the craziest experience of
It's
my life.
fucking nuts, isn't it?
120,000 people, the craziest experience of my life.
See, I want to go as
Where?
a spectator.
Bonnaroo.
Unfortunately, I
Bonnaroo.
was a vendor, so I don't get to see a lot of the shit that everybody gets to see
How
because
many
we're so
people?
busy.
120,000.
But
120,000.
we'll be at Bonnaroo, we'll be at Lollapalooza, we'll be at this coming weekend is Sapo Session Flint, Vehicle City Social. That's the next stop. Next weekend, there's a grow store in Brighton, Grow Green.
What?
They're having a they're having a
that
vendor day.
sounds too like sponsorish. I think they should.
I'll
be
put
a
you in touch with
sponsor.
the people. I got the plug. The guy's name's Tony over at Grow Green. There'll be 100 vendors there. I don't know if it's going to be like with meds and
what
things
is it
like
called?
that because he has a grow store. It's called Grow Green in Brighton.
Oh, all right, Brighton. God,
It's right
damn.
off the highway right there. These guys got a
one
big shop. I
highway
mean, he's going to have like
out
100
there.
vendors there.
Damn, I don't even know where is Brighton at.
I've never been there because we used to have the hydro store back
It's
in the
an
day,
hour
so we
away
were like
from here.
a competitor of ours, But
96.
I've always heard from people that buy stuff from him that he's got a huge store. So, but it's outside, I imagine, because there's 100 vendors. We'll be there on May the 4th. So this weekend's Vehicle City. The following weekend's Grow Green. Then we got a week off. What else we got, man? We got the Cup coming up. We got
Boom.
Michigan Glass Project in July.
Boom.
Russell, which is always one of my favorite
It's on
events.
my birthday this year. So,
What would you say? I'm sorry.
It's on my birthday this year.
Is it really?
Yep.
Dude, I love that event.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good event, man. They give all the money to the art programs. To those that don't know, they took the art programs out in the city of Detroit, in the school district. So, and it's fucking horrible. As an artist myself, like when I heard that, I was like, "Are you shitting me, dude? They took art out of school?
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
are you fucking shitting me?"
The only reason why I got
And-
into art, like back in high school, was because I went to Votech. Like, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did too. I lived in New York. How I got into art?
How?
Got locked up for a while. I had nothing better to do, and motherfuckers needed Christmas cards.
So you drew.
Sent home to their
Christmas
loved
cards.
ones.
Damn.
That's hustling at its
That's how
finest.
it all happened.
Yeah.
That's hustling at its finest.
Dude, listen, when you're a short guy like me in the fucking penitentiary, you learn how to survive, bro. If you know how to draw, they leave you the fuck alone.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm serious. Motherfuckers love Christmas cards, tattoo designs, motherfucker, you name it. I'll draw.
For this show.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah. So is
Thank
that?
God for being past that life, you know?
Are there any other appearances for you? Because
Yeah.
I noticed you forgot
Man,
one.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
have my
did
schedule in
forget
front of
one,
me.
You forgot one of
Between
your
now
appearances.
and September, there's probably, I think I have 22 events scheduled between now and September, and I know there'll be some more coming up. I don't have the list in front of me, unfortunately.
When
It's
the
in the
fuck
truck,
are you
but
coming on Medical Mondays? You fucking busy ass.
I'd love
motherfucker?
to. I'd love to. I'm a single dad, man. You know, I got the kid during the week. You know,
I wish there
So
was
it's been
some
rough
way
for
we
me,
could Skype
you know,
to
him
get
in
away.
with,
You're
like,
preaching to the
video.
choir,
That'd
man.
be
I
so
do that.
gangster.
I do that.
Well, no, listen. I'm gonna make time for you guys and come down. I definitely need to. I started.
But no,
I'm actually.
D. Your most
Yeah.
important appearance, the one that's gonna happen next,
Yeah.
where you go to YouTube and subscribe to Medical Mondays podcast.
Oh, absolutely.
And
All right.
all you
I
know,
gotta
what-
set up a fucking account. That's what I gotta do.
no,
I'll do that
you
for
know,
you.
you know what
Set
you
up
need
3.
to do?
Follow us
You
on all
need-
3.
I
You
will.
need to go to your browser.
I've been on. I just started on every other Wednesday. Darren McCarty from the Red Wings has a new podcast of his own called Grind
he
Time
was
with Darren
supposed to come
McCarty,
on
Yeah.
here
Shout out D.
last month.
and it's
Was it
pretty.
last month,
It's
Roach?
pretty related to sports, you know. But once a month or twice a month, I'm gonna come on and talk about what cannabis events are coming up. So if you guys would like to join me on there one night too, just let me know. You know, we
Where's
can.
it?
Yeah,
All
he was supposed
we'll
to come
talk
on
about
our
that.
show,
I know,
but
yeah.
he had some family issues.
I'll push it if you need me to push it. I'll push it. I wasn't aware that.
I
Yeah,
wonder-
You know, I remember fucking. We've never been on your show. I've never been on your show with him. I remember back in the day.
Oh, he came on the show.
one time.
Who?
Yeah, I don't think I
came with you.
did it with him.
Yeah, you
It
came
was you.
with him, didn't you?
Was it?
Yeah.
Listen, I used to get so fucking high coming in your fucking show, bro. And then I had to walk down those fucking stairs, and there was like a fucking death trap walking down the motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm serious, bro. When you guys were at the Russell, that building scared the fucking shit out of me, bro. The look of it. The look
We
of it
might be
screamed, don't
going
walk
back.
alone in
Oh
here.
shit! Damn.
I love it.
don't
I
know.
did like it there.
Definitely
All right.
not in the same spot, but yeah.
No. That's wherever you're at, man. Fuck, we don't give a fuck. We'll pull up.
All right,
Reminds me
just-
of New Jack
I
City.
support you guys, man. You know.
and just for the record, your guess was 17.
What's that? Oh yeah, 17. Yep.
Oh, all right. I was
I-
like,
That's
what
probably.
is-
I was like
I was like,
17. Wait, what are you talking
What's
about?
17?
I was
Holy
like, hold on
shit.
now. I check IDs, goddamn.
That's like barely. I mean, like that's that. Dog,
No,
that's
listen.
Like, whoa.
I check IDs this day. I mean, you can't trust this shit this day.
Jesus
When I was
Christ,
growing up,
guys.
women looked their age. Now, fuck Christ. You got to check IDs. Best advice I can give you.
Fuck, man. All right. Well, thanks for
Right.
calling in, bro. I hope you enjoy your
Yeah,
night.
you're damn right. I wanted to just call and give you guys some support, man. Let's
Nah,
let
we
some of
appreciate
these other
you,
people
bro.
call and get some guesses. Hopefully they fucking guess wrong so I can get that shit. If not, either way, congratulations to whoever wins it because it's fire. So
Hell yeah. Well, I mean,
you guys
are
enjoy
we,
your
are we
night.
gonna do
and I will
closest?
see you
Roach?
guys soon.
Closest or what?
Yeah.
All right. So if somebody doesn't get exactly that number, the closest number will win that shit. So
Right.
'cause nobody won it last week. They were so close though.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe we should
They
take a
got to
break.
tune in. They got to stay tuned in to win.
We could
Yeah,
take
we
a
didn't
break and
even
then figure
finish-
out.
Finish talking about our sponsors, man. See what you
you
did,
talking-
D?
Get through the sponsors.
What's that?
I know we did it, man. Fuck.
Break already.
Well, man, hold on, D. I'm gonna let you finish, but first, shout out to Label My Motherfucking Bud. Shout out
Fuck
to
yeah.
Honeybee Extracts and Native Made 313.
Be solid company.
Did you say Ghostbusters Farms?
I wasn't done yet, Berg,
all
but
right.
shout out to
You said
Ghostbusters
and.
Farm.
We're
You
just
said
getting-
and.
And then I was gonna
You
go
said and.
also as well, Ghostbuster Farms.
That was a hell of a fucking regroup right there. I like that.
I must say I'm proud of you guys. You have a lot of sponsors.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, man.
I'm proud of
Fuck
you
yeah.
guys.
And they're fucking awesome.
It used to be
sponsors.
easy. Now I like that really took maximum effort.
I mean, we had to weed a couple out, but
Okay. And I must say I like the new intro too. That's the first time me hearing it.
I
Oh,
just gave
yeah.
you guys
It
a shout
changes
out on
up.
the IG.
It's morphed into that.
Okay.
I mean, there's same elements from the first intro I ever did
Wow.
in there still.
That's badass. I did not know that.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
Just gave you guys a shout out. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Keep
You as
doing
well,
what
sir.
you do.
You as
Sure.
well. Thank
I
you
know
so
I
much.
appreciate you guys for doing what you do. So,
Hell yeah, man. We appreciate you, bro.
and
The
I will
feeling is
keep in touch
mutual,
with
my
you.
friend.
We'll
Hey,
figure
you
out
can
when I'm
you
coming
can
on
jump
the show.
in the chat on fucking YouTube too, man.
Yeah, go on YouTube, make your 5
Talk some
accounts,
Well, definitely.
and hop on there and talk some shit in the chat, man. There's a couple of people in
Absolutely.
Chop it up with us.
100%. I just wanted to shoot in and give you guys a call and let you know we're out here supporting.
Thank
Hell
you, sir.
yeah,
Mm.
man. We appreciate you, man.
Right on. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.
there.
You too, bro.
You as well.
Peace.
All right.
Yeah, and but anybody else want to call in? 313-451-7749.
Kayla, do me a favor. Go outside and call in. And let's go with 55.
Oh, damn.
Just switch it up a
man,
little bit so
cheat.
they don't know it's us.
There should be a fucking disclaimer.
I
People
know.
need to sign before they come. I'm like seriously thinking about it. Like have motherfuckers sign a waiver coming in here because some people don't understand. Like we've had, I mean, I don't know if you've ever witnessed it. You've spent a lot of time out in the green
Oh,
room
yeah, I have a
with
ton
the-
of hours back there.
you know, and I mean, how many people have you seen passed out?
Yeah,
Ooh.
buddy.
Like, have you ever actually seen someone like fall and like?
Not live fallout, but I have seen dead bodies.
Oh yeah, many
I've seen
dead
a couple
bodies.
dead bodies.
I've seen motherfuckers fall out.
I mean, to me, the worst ones is when they puke.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Yeah. They do it to themselves.
They do it to themselves. Self-inflicted. Self-inflicted, you guys.
I mean, we didn't.
Well, not
like,
that one time. We kind of did it to that guy.
That one guy.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about guests. I'm not talking about interns.
The most famous puking,
Quote
of
unquote
Medical
interns.
Mondays.
Oh, Georgie B up in this bitch. Who's up? Oh, I am J Rabs up in this bitch.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's bouncing back and forth in between YouTube and IG.
Yeah. I should
But-
end this shit. I should stop.
Yeah,
I-
everybody go to fucking YouTube.
Yeah, everybody's gonna have to go to YouTube.
But shout out Dr. Feelgood, Seed Popper,
What?
Georgie
They're all up
B,
in there.
Moon Man, Carl Daniels,
Wow, YouTube's
Third Eye,
popping.
Honeybee.
All right, well,
Everybody
I'm about
was
to
in there.
end this bitch. Go back to YouTube. All right, so,
I told you earlier, fuck
sorry,
Instagram.
man.
See what's
sorry.
happening?
Sorry, go there. Medical
YouTube's
Mondays
making a comeback.
Podcast.com. Bookmark it. It'll take you right to there. All right, y'all.
Booyah.
Boom. Well, sorry, people. There was only 10 people in there.
Do you guys plan on doing the Cannabis Cup in June, or are you guys not even in talks with them yet?
If one of our sponsors lets us piggyback, hell yeah.
You want
I
to
see us do that, doing that. I mean, I don't. I think it'd be dope as fuck to do it with the.
In the medicating area?
We could go live off a fucking hotspot off of YouTube. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's
with,
badass.
With that, so
That's badass.
we wouldn't even have to be plugged in. We could do it all wirelessly.
Wow, I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
I could turn it on and have it in a backpack.
I wonder, can we hook up a drone to the
Oh
sling?
yeah. No, as long as it has a.
They don't like it, but fuck it, they don't like those fucking.
No, yeah, they were trying to. I remember they almost hit me in the head a couple times
With the water
trying
bottles?
to get Waxington's fucking drone
Oh, okay.
because what was he filming? I want to say it was Wu Tang.
Yeah, I want to
wasn't
say
it?
it was, or red and meth, some shit.
Oh, they got-
No, well, I don't know. Was it Red and Meth? I don't. I seen Wu Tang. That's
Was
the
it
only thing
Wu-Tang?
I remember watching with you like together. It was other than that, we were like guarding the fucking
the booth.
shit at the booth.
I feel you on that one. I was just telling Mike, I'm like, we don't get a break. You're just
we
there.
didn't even have a lot of shit, but it was like all that shit is like all we have. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all our fucking equipment. Like shit.
I couldn't believe how many people actually just leave the booth with nobody behind to go to a concert because it's Lil Wayne or it's whoever. I shouldn't even be throwing out certain artists. Just didn't matter if if it's an artist they're a fan of. They were just
Did
leaving
they
the booth.
just
behind.
put their shit away, like locked in
Put
a
their
box?
shit? What the fuck are you talking
They
about?
just walked away from their booth.
They crip walked away from their booth straight to the fucking stage.
Damn.
Blew me away.
Were you a decent human being and look out for him, or?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. My wife made one company like $400. I want to say in
Get the fuck out of
a
here!
45-minute time out.
You looking
and
out?
turned all the money.
Looking
in.
out.
Wow.
$400.
They didn't show no love. They weren't like, "Oh, hey, appreciate it."
I
boom?
can't
here's a
verify. I would have
commission.
to talk to the
Okay.
wifey. Wifey didn't brag to me about nothing,
Man.
and wifey usually likes to flex on me. So no, I'm just talking shit. I don't know. I'm talking shit.
That's some shit.
No.
Where's the love?
We show mad love. We show mad love. If you want to
Well,
run
yeah,
away from
no,
the
I'm
booth, we'll jump on the
saying.
show. Mike and I will take over.
If you did,
I gotta
You're
be
not
Roach though, 'cause
name-
I'm darker.
You're not gonna name that.
No, you're gonna be Bird. You talk more.
Perfect.
What?
No offense, not saying
Perfect.
anything.
What's going on?
Perfect. He's got a point.
okay.
They're talking shit. We're talking shit.
Not talking shit. I'm barely
Don't
talking.
make me cry on YouTube, man.
That was real shit right there. I would tune in.
I would tune in.
I don't know.
It's perfect, right?
I want to guess.
I tell him all the time
I'm
we
gonna be
should
Roach
record
I'm
7
over
days
here
a week.
rolling. You know, we're taking care of what we got to over here.
I do give you guys credit. I do.
Salute.
They were putting in the work when I came in,
Gangster.
Roach has been prepping before
I went
I
to-
woke up this morning.
immediately making connections.
I stay ready to smoke.
Dun dun.
I got the tools. Let's make this shit happen.
I've been slacking lately. I've honestly been dabbing, and I never even used to dab before. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, what's your preferred method? Do you like dab straw?
No, I got the peak. That's just so
Yeah,
convenient.
for
man.
sure. Me
It's-
too.
Yeah.
That's my go-to. I mean, I'm not even bragging, but like I got like money and rigs. Like just I only
Berg's a
have
heady
three.
boy.
No, I'm not.
I can
I
tell.
only have
Berg's a heady
three.
boy.
I-
Say it, Berg.
I only have
You got a
three.
Pendy out right now?
I only have three pieces,
He needs a hat pin.
and I spent way too much on 'em. But I mean, I fucking go to that fucking. I mean, I paid $400 for that bitch when it first came out.
You were the first peak I hit, and I went home and bought one.
Yeah.
You inspired 37% emission.
No, I did, bro. Hey, I should get like free fucking peaks, man.
You were the first person I ever seen. with
No, I swear to God,
Daddy.
so many
Yeah.
people hit my shit like, oh man, this is the first time I hit a fucking peak.
Yeah.
Where's the
And
love,
then-
Peak?
They went out and fucking bought them.
I'm sending him an email when I get
Man,
home tonight.
you know what? I'm gonna fucking beep every time we say peak. I'm gonna go back.
Damn.
Like, damn, what does he smoke out of? What the fuck does that guy smoke out of?
It's gonna be blur.
Mm.
Yeah,
I love your editing skills. That's amazing.
that would be dope, man.
I love it. But I love my peak as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I really do.
How about you, Roach? See, he be fucking just putting shit in fucking joints and blunts.
Yeah. No, I mean, pretty much, yeah.
When you gonna get a fucking peak, bro?
I don't know, man. When my kids move out.
Priorities.
Can we get a peak donated, please?
Damn.
We need a peak donated immediately.
Yeah, no,
ASAP.
like my kids know I smoke, man. Like I know they've seen me hit a blunt or a joint or whatever, but they'll never see me hit like a pipe or a rig. Like I feel like I would have failed as a father
Yeah.
If my kid walks in the room,
You're
and I'm
hitting a
like,
fucking.
oh, kid.
What
Yeah,
if
like,
it was
Roach.
just a regular bong though?
Roach, you're a loser.
What if,
Go to your room,
what if-
Dad.
what if it was just a regular bong or a bowl?
It's sad.
No, no.
No, you'd
No.
rather have them just hit a fucking joint or a blunt. You'd rather have them out of anything. That would be it.
Bro, like, they can do whatever they like. I'm just saying. They're not going to catch me doing shit.
You can't knock him.
yeah,
You can't knock him.
Because
Because you have to understand
Bro,
where he's coming
I've
from.
never-
Even though we stand up for this plan on a daily basis and we fight for it, I get it. You know, it took me years to wear my own brand on my chest and my head with a hat. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
only
for
been like
sure.
a year, I want to say. These guys, and I still don't. I still show up to
Yeah.
events without it
No,
because
yeah.
I
Right.
don't want to be, you know what I mean,
It's
pointed
like-
out
Okay.
and bothered and, you know what I mean?
Okay, if I can make a metaphor. Like, everybody grew up knowing that their parents drank, right?
Yes.
But, like, how many people saw their parents doing, like, body shots or a
Mm.
keg stand? Or, you know what I'm saying? That's like a whole different level, man.
I
You're
respect
like-
that. I respect that. And that's the shit that needs to be talked about because I feel like everyone's so uncomfortable to think about it. Like, I ask myself because I'm a father now and I'm like, can I pick my kids up wearing my brand? You know what I mean?
Right.
Can I do that? Can I walk outside and cut my grass with this fucking shirt on, you know? And
Right.
be proud of it. And
Yeah.
the answer to my question is yes, you know what I mean?
That's
But
what's
we're
up.
still fucking with a society where my family's
People are
just now
so
respecting what I do
shady,
for a
man.
living and just now opening up to it and things like that. You know, it's crazy how far we've come since I graduated high school and you know when I was getting in trouble with this fucking plan back in the day. So I am proud of where we're going. So let's just see where we end up. You know, but I respect Roach for because now. I learned something. You know what I mean? I get to feel better with my decisions and be like, you know what, I shouldn't have this peak out at all. My kid shouldn't see this peak at all whatsoever. He shouldn't even.
Yeah, it's like.
He shouldn't even see it. You know what I mean? Like you said.
I mean, bro, I have my shit in my office. You know what I'm saying? "Quote unquote" office. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna
Like,
bring
so-
up a subject that people are sensitive about, like with growing. I see people that are now, and they've been doing it since Instagram came around and even YouTube, but they're putting kids in the gardens, and again, that's something I'm new to, and it's just. I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest.
No?
I don't, and it's something because my 1-year-old has no idea, but my 3-year-old, I'll be honest, my girlfriend can scroll through Instagram on her phone and she can come past my page or in it like a weed plant. He can reference that to Dad.
Yeah.
And reference that to Mike. Mike's his best friend.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So the shit that you weigh on your shoulders as a father, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I love what I do, and like I said, I think there's going to be a day where he can be proud of what I do. So I'm
that's
playing it day
dope.
by day. You
No,
know?
I mean, I totally see. I hope there's a fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I
don't
mean, like
think it's
this
that
whole
bad.
legalization, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were
Obviously not
raised
in a
saying,
flower
oh, legalize it, legalize it. I mean, what was your whole, outlook on that? Like, recreationally.
Honestly, I love it, right? That we're going in the right direction, of course. You know, when people always, no one's ever bugged me in this industry until that shit was coming on. And believe it or not, I knew about it for years. Not because I was involved with it to any certain extent. I just knew people that were writing these laws. They were lobbying. They were paying these people, you know what I mean? They were paying the right people. And I knew about these class A, B, C's, the 5,000, 15. And when I say I knew about it, I knew about this in 2012, 13, you guys, when it was just written on paper with pen and pencil, because they had to erase shit and they had to constantly go back to the drawing board and a lot of money was exchanging hands, you know what I mean? And it's just typical politics, But like I said, we're going in the right direction. I am proud of recreational. I love the fact that people can go out there and do this legally, we hope, and hopefully they take it a step further and make it completely legal across the board. I mean, right now we're still, if I'm not mistaken, a Schedule 1, worse than cocaine. I believe cocaine's a Schedule 2. So here we are with heroin.
I mean, that's what I always tell people. Like, federally, we're still
fucked.
illegal.
Fucked. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So people still need to wake up and smell the coffee and that and realize that it's still a danger. So when you guys are out here risking your life for a wage you can make at Lowe's, you really need to second guess that. And then,
Bro, I mean,
but again, I respect hustle. So you do you know what I mean?
man.
Make that cheddar boo boo, but just be
they've
careful.
had massive raids in other fucking states. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that are quote unquote
Yeah.
recreational.
Well, I tell people,
now.
like, everyone gets an inch and wants to take a mile. So I'm like, you have to follow it by the book. And I'm going to be honest with people and say I've went out there and paid attorneys to say, even to do classes, and you just sit there with people and you're allowed to just ask questions, and the shit that they tell you, oh, hang the pot upside down with inside the pot. Don't ever remove it from the pot. Don't ever cut a branch off. Don't, and I just was laughing at all these statements because there's so many gray areas, So with rec came a whole new ball game. And
Oh, definitely.
I don't know if you guys want my honest opinion. I mean,
Sure, we
No,
do.
we do.
yeah,
We do.
I don't know. They're going to try to, obviously abolish the caregiver system. Hopefully Michigan is smart enough to keep it where people can still grow. What that plant count will be, who knows, 6, 12. I have no fucking idea. I haven't even heard
the
anything.
other thing that I heard last week, like fucking, Laura was trying. I mean, they're talking about having every registered, caregiver that grows or anything. I mean, I don't even know the cost of like having shit tested, but having everybody have to get their shit tested.
It depends, there's so many levels to that testing shit. I mean, you could just go THC, but then you could do terpenes, you know what I mean? And they still don't even have the technology, supposedly, at least in this state, to go further with it for pesticides and everything above. But, I mean, again, who really knows? This is the funny thing. When I wasn't testing, it was an issue. As soon as I started testing, they didn't care about, you know what I mean? It's so difficult to, I mean, I've been in sales my whole life, and it doesn't matter what it was, if it was construction or pools or fucking fireplaces, you know what I mean? I've been in this since I was a kid, 14 years old, and it's just tough. It's tough kissing ass and dealing with people on a daily basis because some can be so easy and convenient, and then some can be difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I go to purchase something, I tell people, like, I've been in sales my whole life. I know how to be the easiest customer. I know how to be the worst. Like, this is just gonna, this is gonna go smooth. Like, here's my money. Let me take that and run. Because I understand.
You
like,
choose.
It's tough.
For sure.
But back to the industry, I think when I said the prices are going to get lower, this is something I heard years ago them talking about with some what I would consider bigwigs that I've met in my life, and they were talking about how they want to take over the market and they want to just produce as much as they can of whatever products they can, and then of course keep just lowering the prices until it just kind of forces people out to a certain extent, you know what I mean? And then once they monopolize everything, like DTE or something like that, you know what I mean, or Walmart, they then can put the prices wherever they want, and
That's what I keep
back
telling
in
them.
game.
I mean, that's another thing, you know what I'm saying? They want to get the first thing I think is, I mean, well, bro, it was like almost not even a week in to being legally recreational in Michigan after being voted upon that they were trying to take away the, home grows. Like nobody's gonna be able to
6
grow at
days
home.
in.
Yeah, not even a week.
And,
not
and,
even
and
a
nobody
full
knows
week.
that, you know what I mean? Like the shit that they sneak behind your back while you're watching the Super Bowl, or you're watching America's Got Talent.
No, yeah,
they're
for sure.
pushing shit, and that's what bothers me, because when people go to vote, the shit they put on the ballot, and you don't even know, they could just write an amendment the next day and be like, yeah, fuck everything that was just said, and it's back to illegal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just stupid, silly shit that we have to deal with as a society. But that's why things like this is so huge. This platform, what you guys have built this into is so important for this community, and people need to take it more seriously. Even myself, I should chime in more. I need to,
man.
definitely spread the word more and tell people.
We wanna hear everybody's opinion.
Yes, it just has to educate people. So then we are all on the same page, and then we can all fight together. Like I could be wrong, and I don't know much about this because I didn't read the story. It was just like a push notification that I just kind of, brushed off on my phone. But supposedly, like a group of caregivers just in patients just like bombarded some courtroom, you know what I mean, or whatever they were doing, some meeting at, and showed up to tell them like we have rights. And I think that's what I like about Michigan. Even before the laws in 2008, there was already people here doing their thing. You know what I mean? These were the people that started the laws and the 2000 Act that passed. So it's just crazy. It's crazy how far we've come. It's been 11 years since medical, and here we're just in the first year of recreational, and the shit blows me away. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of everyone in this plant. I'm so proud of Michigan. Fucking my company name is Michigan fucking Workz. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so proud of this state and everybody in it. You guys keep fucking rock. Keep doing you.
For sure, bro.
Appreciate you, homie.
Hell yeah. So, as far as like your favorite smoke, besides your own, man.
Besides my own, I would have to. It's probably easy, like the stink breath from Twiggy, man. It's just
Yeah?
like such a quick.
Nah,
I was just
that's-
telling him about it before I came here. I'm like, I feel like Berg's always got that with him, and it's
Oh,
like something I look
don't,
forward
man.
to. But I'm not
don't.
gonna
I
lie,
need to see
this,
Rip.
this cherry cookies from Dogcatcher Farms.
Oh yeah. Did you roll that up?
I think we smoked one. I don't know. I think we
Yeah,
smoked one.
I think we
But there's
smoked
plenty,
some.
so roll more. Pass it
Shout
out.
out to Dogcatcher. That motherfucker needs to come out here.
Don't be scared.
He's scared, man.
He's
He's
super
scared.
scared, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna have all the cameras like with him in a blind spot.
We get a like we'll put a bat mask on. We'll be Batman or something. We're gonna have
Put a
Batman
little
on the
Robin
show.
mask
Yeah,
on him.
Robin. Cause your money, bro. Your money.
I'm
He'll
saying.
look like the Hamburglar. Just get him a hat.
I got a dirty ass mask. I got a blood mask.
I mean, he wants to grow that motion picture weed. He's got to do a motion picture interview.
He's
know.
ready. He's ready. I've slowly but surely got him out of the bat cave, so it's crazy. It's crazy. Again, you see how far
When
we've
he
come,
showed
we've
up at
evolved.
the show
for
that
sure.
the first time, like I was so surprised to see him. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I got him at the old show. I didn't even think about that. We brought food or something.
Yeah, it was for my birthday.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Lit.
I do
When
remember
he showed up, I was like, "I know this motherfucker."
Small world.
Small fucking world.
For sure, for sure. So yeah, man. I mean, besides getting rid of home grows and all that shit, you know, that once you include fucking marijuana in the whole FDA bullshit, shit's gonna be fucking so lame to the game, bro. Like Monsanto is gonna take over.
I love you for saying that. You're in my head right now. You're in my
And
head.
it's
just
like
something Mike and I
fucking-
talk about every day.
They're gonna create some genocide seeds that you
Yes.
gotta like fucking.
This is why you don't. It's like the medical laws were so perfect. I feel like, and why I say that is because of the gray areas that protected us, like Section 4 and Section 8. Now you're in a whole nother ball game, and they're gonna keep pushing the envelope. You know what I mean? But
Oh yeah.
it's
No, but like once it gets in out of our hands, quote unquote, because I mean they're never really gonna get rid of us, man.
No, I
Like,
mean, we built
we're
the
gonna
industry.
Have the
We're not going
connoisseurs
anywhere.
out
Yeah,
there.
no, we
like,
built
I
it.
ain't never
We built
smoking that shit.
we built it, and in California built it. 10 years before us, and
But once Marlboro and Newport, and what's the main fucking tobacco?
Reynolds. What's
Yeah, it's
For
like all the
Newport, is that Newport?
motherfuckers
Oh, that's
and
Marlboro. I don't even
the
know.
conglomerate.
Because
you know
again,
what
they
I'm saying?
monopolize everything. You think they're multiple companies, but they
Yeah,
own everything.
no,
Like
for
Disney owns
sure.
ESPN. Like they just, you
Exactly.
wouldn't realize what. It's just their sister companies. It's just insane.
But,
like
yeah.
Amazon just bought Whole Foods for like 13 billion. What the
Once
fuck?
once that shit goes into effect with weed, bro, they're gonna be letting everybody smoke all kinds of pesticides and
Rat
fucking
shit
all
in your
rat
abs.
shit.
Do you remember
rat poison
when
in the
Tim
filter
Hortons
still
came out with
like-
food and it was good? Originally,
When
Tim
who?
Hortons. Tim Hortons.
No.
They come out with like a little sandwich back in the day, years and years and years ago. I mean, I'm talking a long time ago, before 2010 type of shit, like right
I
around
don't
that
even
time.
remember Tim Hortons.
That's
It was
grew
a
up
Canadian
in Detroit.
brand.
it was a Canadian brand.
I would
yeah.
always
Yeah.
see Tim Horton commercials on
I'd
like
see a Tim
Channel
Hortons
9.
when-
Gotcha. It is a
coming
Canadian
back.
brand, or it was a Canadian brand. What happened is they sold out to Burger King in 2013, and this is like in a time where I'm just now like starting to like, this sounds silly, but like read the paper and look at silly shit like that, and I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, this fucking
Tim Hortons got bought out by Burger King.
in 2013 for like $12 billion.
I didn't know that.
Yes, nobody. It was
Wow.
just random shit. You know what I mean? You
I
have to be in that
thought
business.
they were. Are you sure it wasn't the Wendy's that bought them out?
No, Burger King.
Yeah.
Burger King.
Because the only time I see Tim Hortons in another restaurant is with the Wendy's.
Yeah, they got bought out by Burger King, and that's just their competition, I guess, shitting on the. But again, you think it's a different company, and it's not.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. I don't know.
Damn.
What do you think of Roach?
There is no such thing as competition anymore.
No. I mean, it's preference.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I really do.
I mean, there's still people out there that look for the dirtiest of weeds just because they don't want to fucking spend a lot of
Options,
money.
right? Yes, it's well. We live in America. There's options. I never understood. I really haven't. You know, I've
I
heard
mean,
so
don't
much
expect me
complaining.
to smoke that shit, but if you, bleh. Fucking seeds popping.
Who's smoking
Sound
like
like
that? 'Cause
fucking motherfucker in the background
even wanna
ducking,
know.
thinking someone's shot a 22 or something. Shit's crazy, man. Remember that time back in the day, Roach?
That shit exploded. It was ballistic. It was a ballistic wood.
Bro, a whole fucking... No, it wasn't a wood
I mean,
back
yeah,
then.
it
It was
was
a
a fuck-
blunt.
It was a
But the
Philly.
whole end of the fucking blunt blew off because it was a seed. Just a seed. Regular... Nobody put nothing in there, bro.
What?
Broke it up. Threw it in fucking
I
blunt.
don't even like to think back.
Thought
to
we
those
got
days.
everything.
Ballistic Philly.
Ballistic Philly.
Yeah, bro.
Doug, it was like one of those fucking Laurel, well, I don't even know, the fucking
back-
black and white movies where they fucking smoke their cigars and they bitches blew
Yeah.
up.
And then like the ends are curled back and shit. Like, that's exactly what happened there, man. That shit was horrible.
Horrible.
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier. Times have
Smell
changed.
of fucking beans. I mean, back in the day, I used to call them beans. The fucking seeds.
That's
Oh,
where,
is that a bean?
that's where all the weight was from. Yeah. You know, the stems never weighed shit. It was always the seeds.
For sure.
Them bitches are heavy, man.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I should have built a little collection because that business is fucking booming.
Oh,
and
man,
I
yeah.
never realized it. $10.
Heirloom-
I didn't even
heirloom
think about
booth.
that.
Heirloom booth.
Got you,
I
baby.
probably got all kinds of old shit, like little fucking seed here and there. I'll find them, dog. I'll give them to you to try out.
We're not scared. We're not scared.
Mike's all like,
He's
I
dying
ain't
to pop
doing that
shit.
shit.
You can
He's
grow
dying.
anything, right?
He's dying.
Yeah, there's no
I'm the
time for that.
motherfucker who's gonna have to do that work.
Plant count always messes with seeds.
Yeah, and that's again
If you
getting
want to
it
stay,
inch and not wanting to take a mile.
yeah.
He's right.
Yeah,
Plant
you'd
count.
rather do from
Well,
seeds.
I mean, if you're gonna,
No, you can't.
No, you can't. If you really are gonna seed hunt, you really gotta seed. hunt,
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure. Like you can't even
You
fuck
ain't gonna find
around.
nothing. You're gonna waste your whole life growing to try and find something that's not gonna exist.
Yeah.
So
When
even if
you can get
I
a cut
mean,
of something and make some money.
Looking for that stank breath, and you never find it.
Yeah, everyone. I mean, look at people got the sweet stank on the streets now. You know, because everyone bought those seeds last year, and
Yeah.
very few people got some fire out of it. They obviously know what they got.
Moneypenny got
Yeah,
lucky.
Moneypenny had some stank
Did they?
breath, and
Yeah.
that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
That was like closest. Like I'm not even saying. I mean, what do you think, Roach? Do you think it was up to par with Ripped?
I felt like it was in its own lane, but it was a similar lane.
Yeah.
Whereas the other stank breaths I've tried were in like a completely other lane. Still good weed, still like of a certain quality, but it was a completely different like lane as far as the terps that were coming off of the plant.
for sure.
Happens.
It's
Moneypenny,
It's tough.
stank
It's not
breath.
an easy job.
Yeah, you can't. I feel like you can never duplicate it, right? Like.
Yeah, if you're trying, if you're doing it from seeds, I don't know, man.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely
no,
not. I mean,
yeah,
I'm gonna say
no.
even from clone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
from clone. Like I've always told myself, "Fuck, man, it's easier," and I always somehow end up with better smoke in the winter compared to summer. And I don't know if it's just because
Yeah.
my AC's fighting hard. I don't know. My environment to me is the same. I mean, I can't so much. I don't know. I can't even say that. Like I'm guilty. I just bought some technology this year where we can check it out and it can show us the stats for the whole year and it can show you like the average temp and humidity and shit. It can alert
Got
you.
an
if
app
it's-
for that.
Yeah, it's
That's
new technology.
gangster.
You know, we're upgrading. Mike's upgrading us. You know,
What?
Remember how
Got
Mhm.
pictures and shit, like
Mike's got a
video.
picture of every day of work. He's got his own little personal
What you
journal.
need?
What?
I got it.
Mhm.
What? Do you gotta like punch out every time you go to the bathroom?
There's no punching.
Are you kidding me? Are
I
you
know
kidding me?
this guy, man.
Get out of here.
You're like, buddy.
No, he ain't bad.
Come on, man. I'm not paying for. I ain't paying for you to take a piss.
He gets paid to snuggle.
Nah.
Huge
No
snuggler.
bullshit.
He's a
Michigan
huge
Works
snuggler.
gets treated well, man. They're all family over there, man.
Whoa.
For sure. So, Roach, what's the verdict on their strains tonight? What's been your favorite? Could you tell?
No, I mean, I was kind of stoned before I got here.
Dun dun dun.
Did you eat an edible?
What a
I haven't.
You haven't.
I ate
No.
I ate an edible.
You broke our heart.
I ate an edible.
No, I want one.
Okay, give him
All right,
two.
yeah,
Give him
yeah.
two. He's got to catch up.
Yeah, no, come on.
Come on.
Did everybody have an edible?
Pass them around.
Did you have an edible? Shout out to No, I did.
I saw you were reaching.
I already no, I was pointing to him, man. There, look, he's taking a picture. There.
It's for you, man.
You gotta eat it now. I ain't even gonna say the company until you gotta eat it, man. Alright, shout out to Third Eye Muse Edibles. What do you make anyway, man? Like every time you come.
What do you do, bro?
I know. I mean, he produces some fire though, man. There's these chocolate bars, super fire.
I cannot mess with edibles. It's just a different high for me.
Okay, you know what? And I respect that.
Yeah.
But you want to fuck with Third Eye.
This
You
time,
mean-
Third Eye fucks
This
with
is
us,
this
so
is
I
a
would
typical.
agree.
He'll do like micro dose, bro. Like
Yeah.
he's,
Oh, okay. No, I'm sold on that thing.
Or macro.
he's like, here,
it'll
man,
be
you
like-
won't get fucked up off
I
of
thought
this.
it sounded like a typical sales pitch, but no,
Like-
no.
No, my favorite thing that he's made was it was like 500 milligrams CBD and 275 THC. It was
All of it.
chocolate with some fucking cherries in there. Stupid fire.
But it was like a bar, so you could
Yeah.
take off like little.
But the ratio was just like
This sounds
right
crazy,
there.
but
It was like just enough THC to like
these fucking
bring it out. So you were just
These chocolate
mad chill.
tears are just it's over my head.
What is it?
These chocolatiers, these guys, I see some of these photos online and I'm like, "Ugh, what am I-"
Chocolate tears.
Yeah, the guys that fucking fuck with
Oh my
chocolate.
you're such an uncultured fuck.
I'm like, damn.
I'm like, what?
No, these guys. I don't
Well,
know.
technically, to be a chocolatier, you have to be a third generation chocolate maker.
Okay.
A chocolate.
Anything before that, you're just a chocolate
Well, I'm
maker.
just giving these people
No, I
credit.
kept
'cause-
on thinking he was saying
Throw this
chocolate
man some knowledge.
tears.
No,
I was like, what?
no.
Chocolate
I'm just giving
tears.
credit to these
Chocolate
people.
Berg is
tears.
fucking high as
I eat
hell.
too
You're
high,
good.
too high.
Like, be crying fucking chocolate.
No, just credit to these edible makers that are producing quality medicine that just blows me away. It's gourmet. It's crazy. It's
Hey,
just on
do
another
you
level.
remember Trapper's Alley before it was like, great
Oh,
town
with the
and
fudge
all that
guy?
shit? Yeah.
You can talk about the
yeah,
fudge
yeah,
man? They were
yeah,
the
yeah.
shit,
They
bro.
were, weren't they?
What was that shit called?
I don't even know, bro. But
It's
they
too
were
much-
like,
too
they'd
much fudge.
sing and make big ass fudge.
Yeah,
on
they would be
fucking
like
marble thing.
freestyling while they make fudge.
Yeah, we're some old fucks. but
No,
whatever.
nobody knows this.
Dude,
We should bring that shit back then, bro. It's like our responsibility.
It was like right outside the fucking People Mover. The People Mover was like still had to stop there and everything.
Okay. I mean, I did go downtown, but I'm not going to lie. I just gambled. I turned 21 and I got addicted to gambling.
Yeah, that shit was already done though. Like I'm
Before-
talking about like
yeah, they had to get rid of
Trapper's
that
Alley
shit to
before-
make the
that
casino.
shit's all fucking Greek Town.
The casino is what
now,
killed it.
Where that shit used to be. Like I remember going up the escalator when it was still fucking Trapper's Alley. You know what I'm saying? There used to be a Harmony House and shit in there.
Yeah, no, I remember Harmony Houses, but I do not remember.
No, there used to be one up in there, man.
That's crazy.
I bought
There
niggas
used to-
for life.
What was it? Do you remember the fucking? remember the fucking comic book store?
Mm-hmm.
There was a comic book store.
Everything,
up in
man. There's
there.
Trapper's
What else
Alley.
was up in there? Besides, there was the fudge spot.
I'm upset. I'm upset that I don't know this.
Yeah, it was like a little mini mall
Yeah.
downtown.
We were that poor. We weren't allowed to leave. Way to stay on burner only.
The only time I
You
went
could not
down
leave
there
it.
was when family was from out of town.
Stop, bro.
We were like, yeah, we can go here.
Going to Delray was too far. It was like, you can't cross the tracks. Get your fucking ass back over here.
Hell no.
No, there's one aunt that comes in town. Like, she won't even go to Detroit. Like, she'll drive around the city. She'll drive up like
Tell her, "Don't be scared.
275.
They just did 75. It's perfect.
275 to like fucking 696 to Troy instead of going the other way.
Straight down 75. Wow.
Yeah,
Detroit must be bad.
yeah. I guess.
I
don't
guess.
know. Maybe she
Everywhere's
had
bad.
experience. I don't know.
I have different experiences than other
It's the
people.
news,
so-
bro. The news.
Everywhere's bad.
I don't personally watch the news anymore.
No, don't. It's depressing. You know who got me on it was my cousin, and he'd watch the 11 o'clock news every night, and I realized, like, I couldn't even sleep at night. That you just learn the most grimiest shit going on in your neighborhoods, and you're like, oh, like,
And then you got to remember that this is just the sensationalized stuff. There's a lot more
phew.
that you don't even know
Yeah,
about.
they're just
Yeah.
filtering it, editing it. No, you're so true. It's so true. I would just read like off the blotter in the paper, and that's just like what's going on in your neighborhood. And it's like, oh, B&E here. Oh, someone got kidnapped here. Oh, there's kids stealing change in the car on this block. I'm just
For
like,
sure.
fuck. Around the block from me a few years ago, the neighbor ended up shooting the neighbor's kid because the neighbor's kid tried to break into the house. It was an old guy, killed like a 16-year-old kid, and I'm like, how would you like to still be neighbors after that?
Probably
That's
not.
insane.
Isn't it? In your own neighborhood, and you're just like, fuck, like, lock your doors and windows just so that don't happen. I don't know. I don't want to scare people. It's reality.
That was in your neighborhood?
Yeah.
No
Just a suburb,
way.
yeah. Around the block from me.
That's crazy.
It happens everywhere. That's, that was the point. It's everywhere. Just be aware.
No, it is everywhere.
Just be aware.
What was that guy in Ohio that had the 3 girls in his house for like a decade?
That's insane.
I don't know.
They made a song about it.
They made a song about it?
Yeah.
I don't have that song.
like, what,
I'm not going to
10
play
years
it.
ago or so, a little over 10 years ago.
Like maybe 5.
I'm not going to play that song.
I mean, I'm already
Sorry,
on YouTube. I
Roach.
could pull it up. Because I'm watching Medical Mondays.
Oh, you're watching
podcast.
Medical Mondays right now?
Yeah, I'm like checking
While
the
we're
comments.
live?
Yeah, look.
Oh,
What happened?
my goodness.
I thought we
Nobody's
used to-
calling either.
I don't know.
I thought we used to get union breaks.
What?
I thought we used to get union breaks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I was thinking about taking a break.
Yeah, we should do that.
I'm not
mean-
talking shit. I was just curious. I didn't know if there was like a new format or something I was missing out on.
I think we could
I
do
mean,
that,
there's
man.
been times when we've gone all the way through.
Fucking
No,
way.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
No
Like,
way.
we'll just be talking.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But since
That's
since
spicy.
he mentioned that,
No,
Roach.
no, I was curious. I felt bad even asking that.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't
it sounds good to me, man.
I just
No,
figured
yeah, it
everyone could
does
use
sound
I've
a
been having
dab.
to take a piss for like 10
Motherfuckers
minutes.
don't want to get
Yeah, for
torches.
sure. No, we do need a little break right here.
Say
so-
what up. I see some new faces. I feel like I need to go around and introduce
No,
myself.
yeah, for sure.
But before we take a break, super shout out to Kayla. These brownies are fire. I want
yeah,
to
they
eat
are
2 more.
fire.
Eat as many as you'd like.
No, I
Pass
like.
them around the room.
I have
So
to be
how
responsible.
does she make? I mean, how
Okay,
does she
so-
medicate them?
She collects all the key from like the trim, you know what I mean? So she'll keep all that, and then Mike will process that. He'll just squish it, and then she'll obviously go from there and decarb it and then turn it into.
Oh, that sounds super
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah, that sounds fun. We can hear more about that when we come back from the break.
Dun dun dun. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
What?
Medical Mondays. We'll be back after this quick little music break from our friends all around Michigan. All right, y'all.
scared of the drop cause I grow myself. Fully medicated, don't know why these fuck boys hating. They just mad that girl wanna ride, smoke with a real one, how could you blame me? I'm smoking strong, I'm smoking strong. Roll another one, only that strong. What I'm smoking on, out the mud we came up moving kush. That's my cologne, roll another wood up, let's get blown. Now let's get stoned, roll another joint, I'm smoking strong. What I'm smoking on, open that pack up, that smell is strong. That's my cologne, smoke it everywhere we go, we roll. Lit up with raw, papers every day, nothing but strong. What I'm smoking on, twist another one, pass me that. 24/7, no 9 to 5, no time to fuck around, I'm way too hungry before I go to bed. Roll up a joint, but I don't sleep in time is money. Roll up another one right to the face. All about Franks on me, fuck what you think. No time for new friends to show me the money. Put it in my safe, gotta get paid. If not, I ain't showing up. Tell me can't smoke, still rolling up. Light it up, I don't give a fuck. Smoking wherever, whenever I want. Fuck what you thought. Smoking Grand Funk OG. Beach, oh, sunshine, OG 18. Roll up a holy grail. You can tell by the smell of my terps talk. Purple cookies from my fresh crop. Smoking over the moon kush. Flint, Detroit, Lansing, Saginaw. Michigan tatted on me. And we still smoking that Larry. Got a good cut of that Bubba Kush in the streets. They calling it cherry. I'm smoking strong. I'm smoking strong. Roll another one, only that strong. What I'm smoking on, out the mud we came up moving kush. That's my cologne. Roll another wood up, let's get blown. Now let's get stoned. Roll another joint, I'm smoking strong. What I'm smoking on, open that pack up, that smell is strong. That's my cologne. Smoke it everywhere we go, we roll. Lit up with raw, papers every day, nothing but strong. What I'm smoking on, twist another one, pass me that.
Super strong, cannabis, please. Where the pretty girls that get stoned like me. When I'm high, I be smiling, showing all of my teeth. Yeah. I'm just happy I'm alive and I'm free. I'm a connoisseur. I done tried a lot of weed. Who was Billy Kimber? That's that strong OG. Mix the cookies with gelato. That's a knockout king. They pack a punch like you standing in the ring. Made a tap out after one blunt. Hey, I don't need the gym to do these push-ups. Smoking rapper weed, do you want some? And if I cough, then it's that good stuff.
Bitch, I'm smoking strong. I'm smoking strong. Roll another one, only that strong. What I'm smoking on, out the mud we came up moving kush. That's my cologne. Roll another wood up, let's get blown. Now let's get stoned. Roll another joint, I'm smoking strong. What I'm smoking on, open that pack up, that smell is strong. That's my cologne. Smoke it everywhere we go, we roll. Lit up with raw, papers every day, nothing but strong. What I'm smoking on, twist another one, pass me that. Pass me that, pass me that, pass me that.
I just wanna smoke some weed and kick my feet up. I remember telling them we would make it, but they didn't believe us. Look at us now, we run it just like a cheetah. I knew I would make it long as I stayed down and kept it G'd up. Now, I just wanna smoke some weed and kick my feet up. I got them both in the ends there. Bad vanilla skin playing in my his there. I got them hating, they can't do nothing but stiz there. They say my hands magic, calling me the wizard. I ain't talking eyes when I say I got a OZ. I don't say shit to the nosies or the police. I be with the homies or a couple freaks on low key. But you can ask around, I bet you know somebody that know me. They like, yeah, he cool as fuck. When there's money on the floor, he down to double up. Not to mention, I heard he was cool with such and such. If you want your song to pop, then you should hit him up. I'm doing movies, you just acting. They say I'm really groovy, plus I really be snapping. I'm rapping like mummies, mama raised no dummies. I'm not even moving unless you talking money. Then she with me, she need to cook in the kind. I just wanna smoke some weed and kick my feet up. I remember telling them we would make it, but they didn't believe us. Look at us now, we run it just like a cheetah. I knew I would make it long as I stayed down and kept it G'd up. Now, I just wanna smoke some weed and kick my feet up.
You cop the pack, we'll break it down and roll it up. I cop the pack, then I break it down and roll it up. You want the sack? Then hike the ball and hold it up. Touch it back, spike it down and roll it up. You cop the pack, we'll break it down and roll it up. I cop the pack, then I break it down and roll it up. You want the sack? Then hike the ball and hold it up. Touch it back, spike it down and roll it up. She call me Seymour, she ain't tryna see more. She liked the D, so I gave her the detour. The detour, the 313 tour. She got excited when I took her to the weed store. The weed store, that's the all you need store. Have to go back every week because I need more. I need more, I be going weed poor. Smoked a couple zips this week and still I need more. You cop the pack, we'll break it down and roll it up. I cop the pack, then I break it down and roll it up. You want the sack? Then hike the ball and hold it up. Touch it back, spike it down and roll it up. You cop the pack, we'll break it down and roll it up. I cop the pack, then I break it down and roll it up. You want the sack? Then hike the ball and hold it up. Touch it back, spike it down and roll it up. She's on the kneeboards, but she don't like the kneeboard. She in love with keys, but she don't play the keyboard. She in love with me, so I give her the T-tour. The T-tour, to give you one for free tour. And you be coming back cause I got all you need tour. All you need tour, call me when you leave tour. And I'll be waiting for you just like before. Cause I'll be home alone and I'll need more. You cop the pack, we'll break it down and roll it up. I cop the pack, then I break it down and roll it up. You want the sack? Then hike the ball and hold it up. Touch it back, spike it down and roll it up. You cop the pack, we'll break it down and roll it up. I cop the pack, then I break it down and roll it up. You want the sack? Then hike the ball and hold it up. Touch it back, spike it down and roll it up.
Right. That's what I do. When I sit and think about my one baby, my chest get tight. I try to tell her how I feel about her yesterday, and how she had me out here dodging bitches left and right, all because she can't see what I see cause she don't have the sight. I wish I didn't have to pick, wake up, apply my brush and pick. I'm the captain in this bitch, I'm not capping in this bitch. I will cap you like I'm Wick. How much higher can I get? How much fire can I hit? Don't be biting on my shit, call my phone, rap my words to my song, give me hype. All we got is crud, we gon' get you hooked on tonight. You gon' fall in love when we get to talking about this price. Game sold up, folded up, the bitch quilted. Niggas say they never heard our songs and they steal it. Clip like a banana, you don't wanna see me peel it. You don't want no smoke with us, no, you don't wanna feel this. If you ain't never smoked with us, then you ain't smoking real shit.
Blowing plug, breaking down bud. The honey show me love, they wetter than a flood. Tryna boss up, little homie, I'm the plug. Up in the party and I'm fresher than a mug. Blowing plug, breaking down bud. The honey show me love, they wetter than a flood. Tryna boss up, little homie, I'm the plug. Walk up in a party and I'm fresher than a mug.
I be smoking rapper weed. That good shit cost an extra fee. Was new to you, boy, it's kinda old to me. Had my hands on that bag before it hit the street. I sold them hybrid hoodies like some good weed. I got this cam girl waiting in the suite. Just left from the plug on the shopping street. Took a one-way home via skip lag. Don't ever put your work in your check bag. Keep my ear to the streets like a Q-tip. Remember when my joints look like toothpicks? I just took a dab and did a two-step. I can smoke a pound with a cute bitch. I made my own wave like a cruise ship. They wanna follow in my footsteps. Well, let me give you game. Here's a quick tip. If you tryna get paid, you gotta invest.
Blowing plug, breaking down bud. The honey show me love, they wetter than a flood. Tryna boss up, little homie, I'm the plug. Walk up in the party and I'm fresher than a mug. Blowing plug, breaking down bud. The honey show me love, they wetter than a flood. Tryna boss up, little homie, I'm the plug. Walk up in a party and I'm fresher than a mug. Dropped out of college even though I had a scholarship. Backwoods, hit your chest like a hollow tip. I told her treat my cum like Henny, baby, swallow it. Blow her back out, then I take her up with stripping grits. She be flipping patents like, yeah, yo. I need a boat, I think I'm about to call peso. Cardi circle frames like a halo. If I give you game, better do what I say so. I soak up knowledge from my OGs. Smoking OG with my DOGs. My circle small, I don't hang with jabronis. Took a dab, now I'm baked like macaroni. Walk in a party looking like a temptation. I'm living good, I don't got no frustrations. I hustle 2-4-7, no vacation. King in my city, I don't need no affirmation. Getting money, rolling big joints, popping bad bitches.
And welcome back to Medical Mondays on tapdetroit.com. And man, we've only had a couple we've only had one caller, and that was D from Over the Moon. He picked a number. Anybody else want to call in? 313-451-7749. Win some free shit. Man, we gotta give D a shirt, if anything, man.
Well, yeah, we got to give the hat guy a shirt.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Damn, we got to give... man, we told everybody we were going to take a picture before the show. We should have took a picture during the break.
Nobody told me.
Huh?
Nobody told me.
Well, that's what the president said. He must have been...
That's why it didn't happen.
Oh, damn.
Everybody wasn't on board.
Got a letter from the president the other day.
I didn't. I didn't get that letter.
You didn't even read it?
Nope.
Damn.
I missed the memo.
He wanted us to take a picture before the show.
We should have.
Yeah.
A before and after?
Yeah.
That would have been sweet.
It would have been sweet.
We should do that.
For sure, for sure.
In the future.
So what were we talking about before the break?
Oh, how those wonderful brownies are. Oh shit.
Hello, caller.
What's up, Medical Mondays?
What
Who's
up,
this,
man?
Dr. Feelgood here. What's up, guys?
Oh shit, Dr. Feelgood calling up in this bitch.
Yeah.
You trying to win some shit,
up.
man?
What's that?
Are you trying to win some shit, or you just calling in to say what's up?
Shit, I'll win some shit if you can get some shit to win. What's the
All right,
deal?
pick a number between 1 and 250.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How about 101?
101. All right. All right. Dr. Feelgood has 101. So we're writing down everybody's number.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Duly noted, sir.
Whoever's the closest is going to win.
Bet.
So, yeah, what are you smoking on, man?
Smoking on some super lemon haze.
Oh, yeah?
Gotta stay up and do some more work in the garden here in a little while.
Oh, shit.
We talked to you before,
yeah.
didn't we?
A little bit.
Yeah, you called in before, didn't you? I remember you now.
No. I haven't called before.
No,
but,
he's been in the live.
Oh.
He's been in our live before.
No. We talk on Instagram a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
But, man. Thought I'd call and show some support, see how you guys are doing. How's it going? You know.
That's what it was. You were like, you came in the live and you were...
Oh,
you
yeah,
were
yeah,
showing
yeah.
your garden and
I
your
talked to you on
girlfriend
YouTube Live,
and all of that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember you now, bro.
Dun, dun, dun.
You remember this guy, Berg?
I think so.
So what you guys smoking on?
What are we smoking on right here?
Oh,
Is this cookie?
that...
I think this is the chem. Cookies and chem?
I have no idea. I haven't even hit it yet.
How the fuck am I hitting it before you?
I don't know.
Because I rolled it, so it's not.
So what is it?
I'm not rolling their stuff.
Oh, all right. It's from one of our sponsors.
Yeah, it's some treetop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
And it's treetop.
Is this
and
the peanut butter breath? This ain't the peanut butter breath.
It is some some Fruity Pebble OG
Fruity Pebble OG.
with some Moon Rock in there.
Oh, all right. That's what I was tasting. That
That
moon
should
rock.
come with the disclaimer. You can't just pass that.
Oh yeah, that moon rock. That's what
Maybe
I
Moon
tasted.
Rock and Line.
It's Medical Mondays, man.
Yeah. Gotta get turned.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Actually, I think I know Treetop. I don't know Treetop, but I know of them because one of my patients, I guess her boyfriend works for him or something.
Oh, all right, for
okay.
sure, for sure.
That's what's up. So he doesn't know treetop, but he knows treetop.
Yeah.
I know something about him. You know,
Oh,
I've
okay.
heard of him.
Cool.
Yeah. Hopefully, good things.
Oh yeah. As far as I know, everything good about it.
Boom.
Boom.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah.
man. Well, have a good night. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, and stay tuned
Right on,
so you
guys.
can find out if
Hey,
you're
what,
the
what
winner.
size shirt do you wear, man?
I wear 2X.
2X? All right, yeah. We got you, bro.
You at least want
Yeah.
a shirt.
For sure.
But
for sure.
do you even know what you're like playing to win?
Yeah, no, I think I seen it on the
IG.
The interwebs?
the little the thing earlier. It was the something for who's the president for somebody for president.
Yeah.
Green thumb for
Somebody.
president, right?
Somebody
for
president.
president, goddamn it.
Some
Key
guy.
chains up in there,
Some
and
guy
a
for
pen
president.
and yeah.
I think the president said you're just disqualified.
Oh.
You don't even get a shirt.
Oh.
Mm.
He said he'll send you a sticker pack. You get a sticker pack.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But
That's all good.
it is green thumb for president, man. Green thumb.
Yes, that's what I thought it was. That's what I thought.
For sure, for sure.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. Well, thanks for the support. Stay tuned. All that shit.
No problem, guys.
Tell other
I love
people to
watching
fucking
you.
call in too, man. They can win some shit too. Don't
Listen,
be a
man.
hater, bro.
I just want to say it's a V-Fire full spectrum live rosin pod and the battery, so you can get
Boom.
nice and medicated.
What flavor?
Hell yeah.
Is it? That one says
Sounds dope.
GMO, ain't it?
Mm. Yeah. Very terpy. It's going to put you on your ass.
Yeah, nice.
We
I'm
lost
talking
the light. It
yeah.
unplugged. They gotta turn it back on.
All right, Dr. Feelgood. You got a question for
What
Michigan Works? From
I
one
haven't-
grower to
I haven't-
another? Is there like
I've
something?
just now started hearing about them guys, actually.
You've never had their product, man?
Is there something
No, I'm sorry,
that
guys. I'm sorry. I'm stuck in
Where are
the
you
fucking
from?
country most of the time.
Where are you from?
Out in the country.
I'm like Byron.
By,
How far is that from Detroit?
Fitty
Oh,
City
shit,
Mile?
probably about an hour 30, something like that.
Okay.
A little southwest of Flint.
Well, let
Pretty
me
much.
ask you this, man. Like,
About 40 minutes southwest of Flint.
is there been something that you ever wanted to ask another grower, but you were just kind of like,
I don't know any good
yeah,
growers.
I don't know any good growers, or I'm embarrassed to ask this guy. You know, maybe you can ask Michigan Works. He's a real humble cat, and he'll probably drop some knowledge on you.
Hell yeah. Well, shit, I can't think of anything right now.
Because you're
But I
perfect.
tell you
You're
what,
not having
I'm
any kind of
gonna be
problems.
following
Put
it.
him on the spot, Roach. What the fuck,
Yeah, it is
man?
tough. It's tough to answer.
You're perfect. There's not anything that you've been trying to work on, man. Let us help
It's
you.
like, fuck Michigan Works.
I do way better than that guy, man. I got yields.
No.
He's like,
I
I
don't
saw,
claim to be better
I
than
saw
anybody.
his room today. He ain't shit.
Oh shit.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Yeah, no, man.
I mean,
I'm not trying to put you
perfect,
on the
but
spot,
I mean,
man.
You know,
Just you don't want to help,
I
man.
just can't think of anything offhand.
Offhand, bro. You're a G then. You're going to have to let us see what you got there then. If you don't have any questions.
Hey, you guys got to get out. You guys got to get out to the event in June. It's June 21st, 2nd, and 23rd. The Caregivers Cup in fucking Birch Run.
Birch Run.
That's right.
Where
Birch
in
Run,
Birch
bro.
Run?
Yep. I sent Berg a link or a picture of it maybe a month and a half back
shit.
or so.
Don't be fucking throwing this shit on me right now.
Berg, are you being so irresponsible, bro? This guy reached out to you.
Man,
and you just ignored him. He didn't have Bob's and Vagine, so you ignored him.
He responded to it. He's like, yeah, man, we'll go. I was inviting you guys. I was like, I'm a sponsor. I'm gonna have a booth.
Damn, man.
Boom.
So,
That's lit, man. We're gonna have to come chill at your booth, bro.
That's love.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna set up.
So we can bring all of our sponsors and set up at your booth too. I'm just
sponsors too.
He's like, oh,
yeah, everybody, bro. We're a package
I'll
deal,
tell you
bro.
what. You guys bring the people with you. Go ahead, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
All right. We're gonna need some space on your table too. Not a lot, like just half.
Just half.
That's cool.
All right. You're the man, bro. You're the man.
I know.
Right on, guys.
All
All
right,
right,
man.
Hey, it
man.
was good
night, bro.
you guys tonight, man.
All right, man. We're gonna get that shirt to you somehow.
Sweet. I'm gonna hit you up on that, G.
Yeah, do that,
For
homie.
sure, for sure.
All right.
All right.
All right, man.
Peace.
Later, guys.
Damn, Dr. Feelgood, he didn't want to have any motherfucking. Didn't even want to talk to you guys, man. How do you feel about that? Do you think there's a lot of haters out there?
Honestly,
I'm not
no.
saying he's
Honestly,
hating.
no. I'm gonna tell you no.
I'm not
gonna be
saying
honest with
he's
you.
hating.
I've had 2 complaints in my entire that I personally had to deal with that I know about. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't vouch for shit that's said behind my back, but shit that I actually know about. I've had 2 complaints, and I've been doing this since 2013 or something. So.
And what were those complaints, if you don't mind me asking?
Honestly, one was just like a gentleman that had an issue with a family member of mine, so it's like I just had my family members back. I didn't even know the dude.
totally
You know what I mean?
understood.
And then the other one was I gifted some solventless back at the cup, and it was Mike and I.
Oh shit. Hold that thought, man.
Hello, caller.
Yeah, hey, how you doing, guys?
What up,
All right,
homie?
who's this?
It's Georgie B72.
Oh shit, Georgie B.
And the B is for
Oh,
bars.
I know bars. On top of bars.
Georgie, what's going on, sir?
Oh, how you guys doing?
Very well.
Michigan Workz in the house. Hello.
You're the fucking
Going on, fellas? You having a good time?
For sure.
Yeah, man.
You walking? First, I was trying to find you on the gram, and I realized you guys weren't really running any of the feeds. And then I went to YouTube.
man.
But then I bounced back to Instagram when you guys were saying people were on Instagram, popping up on Instagram, and need to go back to YouTube. So I went back again. Hey, who was the last caller? He sounded pretty cozy local. Or,
Dr.
I mean,
Green.
idea name
Dr.
or no?
Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Man. There's a lot of
Feelgood.
doctors out there.
I looked them up. Yeah, definitely.
He's not a sponsor.
I'm actually
just
watching
throwing
you
that
while
out
I'm
there.
talking. It's kind of cool, these fucking smartphones, right?
Yeah.
It's in a little box right there, and the speaker's on, and it sounds fairly clear. I got the radio off.
What?
That's
whatnot.
the
I'm
future, bro.
A little turked up, feeling good. Dude got a little Space Queen, a little lemon cake. Let's see. They're just shatters, but GMO.
You ain't smoking on no flower,
Master
man.
Bush.
He's
I
already
mixed it all
ignoring us.
together and did a good glob.
Turned into
And
the
some
fucking
Wi-Fi,
Georgie B show.
Georgie, what's the number? Quickly, what's the number?
What was the perimeters again?
0 and 250.
0 and 250.
Yeah.
Give me 1 quick second. Give me
He's gonna win it right now. Watch.
Oh, you don't know that. I'll go with you said be 10 and 250?
Yeah,
I'll go with
motherfucker.
202. I could be, who knows? That's just a guess.
What?
202.
202?
202. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna lock you in at
Good
202.
try.
But if you had a second guess, what would it be, Georgie?
If I had a second
You gotta
guess.
rap about it though. You gotta rap about it.
Oh, yeah. If I had a
You
second guess.
You gotta say a
you
rap.
Medical, can you hear me?
And however
Can you hear
many
me?
bars you
Okay,
get.
no, we need you a little bit louder, Georgie, and then
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try. Hold on, let me take this off.
a freestyle
Can you
guess.
hear me?
Freestyle guess.
Yeah, man. Get
But can you hear me?
We
Yeah,
can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you. Damn.
That's
you
the most.
hear Roach?
Barely. I put it to my
Do
ear and
you
it's off
hear
speaker,
me?
so that's on his head. Is it better on
Fucking
speaker?
Georgie.
I can hear you, bro.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
All right,
so I
bars.
call it. Okay, let's see. What time is it? Almost midnight.
Nah,
11:45.
man,
All right, get it. Let me. Yeah.
Let him
Close
go,
enough.
Berg. Let him go.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
you want me to drop a quick bar?
Yeah,
Bar.
and guess. Get a second
bar?
guess.
Oh yeah.
And
I'll
bars.
make the guess
Just
of
one bar? You only got one bar for us?
Oh, I don't know. 125.
No, you had to
25?
freestyle it, bro. That doesn't
Oh,
count.
yeah, that doesn't
Oh,
even
okay. Oh, yeah.
count,
All right.
bro.
So, okay. So it's 11:49. I call in the medical Mondays because it's chilling and I'm doing just fine. I've been dabbing, doing all sorts on my ill glass rig, getting twerked up because I won $100 gift certificate today on
You donated to the
Illusion
Medical
Glass
Mondays?
Galleries. That's how I play. Ha ha ho ho. So my number today, my second guess for you is 125. Keep the dream alive. Michigan Workz in effect. They in the building. They hanging out with Medical Mondays. They chilling. They hanging out with Berg and Roach. You know the fam. Kicking funky fresh. You know who I am. And if you don't, I'm just Georgie B72 from the gram. And you know when I come, I'm coming hardcore with the slam to hit it out the park in the dark. And you know what's coming. We all gonna get together and blaze in the morning till the break of dawn and the day rise. I don't give a fuck. I just want to get high. Peace out. And I drop the mic. That's it.
Georgie.
I hope you could have heard that. Yeah.
Georgie, DM me. I got a care package for you. Just for
Oh, I
you.
appreciate that, brother.
Man, he gets enough packages, you know.
I'm a whore. I might get a Joe Halen banger because I won that gift certificate for $100 and I'm pay the difference or something.
Next event,
They
I'm
look
gonna
pretty
dress him
sexy,
up
man.
in,
They look pretty
Jackson
sexy.
Zipper attire.
Definitely, I appreciate you guys.
All right, man.
For sure.
Appreciate you, sir.
In, Georgie.
All right, well, I'm gonna let you go and keep watching.
For sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for calling.
All right.
Bro.
Oh yeah, always a pleasure, guys.
Always
you
a
know
pleasure.
I love you.
Take care.
Damn.
bro.
All right, peace out, guys.
Peace.
Take care.
Yeah, Georgie won some of those. He won a mystery box with all kinds of goodies inside of it.
He's just always showed mad love. I just have
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of respect
Georgie's
for
a shit,
Georgie.
man.
Yeah, he does, man. He's the
I
shit.
mean, I talk shit to Georgie, but he's the man.
I met him first time at the Cannabis Cup last year. Good guy.
Yeah, he is, man.
So, I mean, do you got any pointers for any growers out there that you want to like throw out there?
Yeah, like if Dr. Feelgood was smart, what would he have asked you?
What would he have asked me if he was smart? Fuck. How to stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble.
You know, and my response would be
First, like do it.
Just do it under the radar.
Yeah.
Don't get involved with the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. Understand your your worth, your value. Know your worth.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? And you have to put the work in. Hard work pays off. Fuck. That's
for sure.
I tell people all the time, there's nothing special that we're doing. You know what I mean? I can honestly say that I'm not one of those people that I'm like, I have the special sauce. I use Mills nutrients, nothing else.
Yeah.
We use the
Mills
chart.
pays the bills.
Yes.
That's what I hear. I don't know. I mean, I
Been
don't
using
grow,
it
but
successfully for years. I mean, I used Botanicare before that. I've used Roots Organics, but it's like
I've heard of people using advanced.
we're kind of like that. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I mean, we're so new. We just built our. I mean, we've had irrigation before, but we just built like a real nice Floraflex irrigation system. We're so new to it. We're dialing it in as we speak.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
That's the room we posted today, actually, online.
Oh wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. Yeah, Mike's fucking killing the game, man. Honestly, believe it or not, he allows me to become a father. You know, I just kind of put all the weight on his shoulders, and he just runs with it.
What?
Is that? I don't know what that makes me.
Michigan
Assistant
Workz.
coach. I'm the assistant coach.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Miyagi. He's Daniel's son.
Boom.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
For sure.
All right,
Man.
well, shit. What time is it, Roach?
Past our bedtime.
We got
7 minutes.
7 minutes, Roach. How many?
Roach, what are you doing
How
afterwards?
many
What's the
minutes
after
do we
party?
need to stop and talk about our sponsors?
We need a list of these guys.
A list?
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
We got a mental
I
list.
fucking have respect.
I
for
got a
each and every
mental
one of them.
list.
All right, run them down top to bottom
All right.
as fast
Top
as
to
you
bottom.
can. As fast as you can.
All right. Treats up.
They the oldest
Ghostbuster
sponsor.
Farms. Green Thumb for President. Dr. Green Buds. Honeybee Extracts. Did I say Dr. Green Buds?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can mention
Damn.
him twice. He was first. Or the longest.
Native motherfucking made. Label my motherfucking bud. And who am I forgetting, Roach?
Whew. Valhalla.
Valhalla. And EMC
Viking.
Oil Supply.
I thought it was
On
Viking oil.
IG.
Viking
On
oil.
IG, it's still EMC Oil. But it's.
Get it together, bro.
What?
I think
Viking Oil
Puts us
Supply?
at like 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. His label is Viking Oil Supply. But if you want to follow him on IG, it's still EMC Oil.
Okay. What about Ghostbusters?
I said Ghostbusters.
Label my motherfucking
I
bud.
said label my motherfucking.
He did.
And he already said the president.
I
Shout out.
said native
Green
motherfucking
Thumb.
made too.
I heard you say native motherfucking me.
Are we still accepting slots, or we're filled up?
Oh man, I don't know. We'll have to talk about it after the show.
I'm talking about can we bring? I'm trying to bring some more sales in here. Like I'm trying to get commission off someone I bring.
Oh
in. I'm
man,
talking shit.
we'll talk about it once we
can
get
talk
an
about that.
official spot. We're gonna have a membership only. People are gonna have to pay. Well, like I said, we'll talk about it after the show.
He just hit us with a banger at the end of the show. And good night, folks. And good night.
Well, anything you gotta talk about, Roach? Damn, I thought it was gonna take too long. You said to say it real quick, man.
You
Not
didn't,
see
though.
now we said our other sponsors. Look at how much time we got, Roach.
How much time is left? Do I even want to know?
I
The same amount, I'm sure. Hold on. No time has passed.
Oh no, it went back. Now we got more time.
I know.
Fuck it.
In some way, shape, or form.
We're still smoking. I hope
No,
you
we
guys
got
are
4
smoking.
minutes.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it was kind of uneventful.
What was uneventful?
This whole 420 weekend, as
Yeah,
far
for
as
me
the-
it was. For me
as-
it was.
as far as cannabis news goes.
It's like that as you get older, I realize. Maybe not for everybody, but for me, it's like as I get older, the 420 events. And don't get me wrong, as I get older, I'm working more. I'm working harder. You know what I mean? I have a family now, so my social life is kind of like non-existent, but still.
Yeah.
Well, no, like, no surprise. Cannabis events happened with no incident. Everybody just had a really chill time.
That's
and,
amazing. That's what
that's what I mean by, it being kind of boring or
that's
or
perfect.
whatever. For cannabis news, probably the most significant thing that happened over the 420 holiday was Ben and Jerry's using their social media formats to discuss cannabis reform. As far as people that are incarcerated, people and their records, minorities, and all of that, like basically the same stuff that I just said, where they're like, 85% of cops are not going to bother you if they see you partaking in 420 activities. I hope everybody has a really good time, but that's true only if you're right, and that only if you're white, and that's not okay.
What? I did not.
Yeah,
know this.
Ben and Jerry's is putting it out there, and
I stand up and I applaud them. That's
yeah,
amazing. You just don't see that.
They already said, like, once it becomes federally legal, they'd be totally up for fucking, like, making medicated ice cream and shit.
That's insane. I mean, look at it. There's already pop, like Coca-Cola and all them have interest in, marijuana-infused drinks. I mean, it's all around us. You just
Coke CBD shit.
You just have to be more. Like, I didn't even know.
Budweiser is talking about it. Beer.
Yeah,
like, come on. Like, what?
They've got their money in it as well. The people that have been fighting against it for years, how about that? They've just turned around and said, hey, let me get my hands on
they're
it.
endorsing that shit because...
But again, that's America. They're allowed to do that shit.
For sure.
So, yeah. Shout out Ben and Jerry's.
Yes. Hey,
they're putting it out there. And hopefully, their petition gains some steam and it goes somewhere.
Boom.
Raise awareness.
Yeah, that sounds live as fuck.
Yeah.
Anybody you want to shout out before we end this bitch?
Just a shout out to my team, the people sitting in this room right here.
Boom.
My wife and kids at home.
Boom, boom,
people
boom,
that
boom.
motivate me every day.
Yeah, man.
To continue to do this shit, man.
Hell yeah.
It's tough. It's not easy.
Man, shout out that baker. I'm baked.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
She's
Kayla
dangerous.
Workz.
She's dangerous.
Got those fucking fire brownies.
And
is
taffy.
that,
Did
is
you guys
that
try
the
the
only?
taffy? No
I mean,
taffy? Oh, there's taffy.
What
She's
the
holding back.
fuck?
You guys, this whole time.
Wait,
you guys.
I mean, what's the whole
Oh
lineup
my
right
God.
now as far as products? Yeah.
Products that we have.
Yeah.
We will have wedding cake flour. We'll have cookies and creme flour. We'll have foreign cut Girl Scout cookie flour, as well as like GMO live rosin, cookies and creme live rosin, grape stomper live rosin. We'll have Josh DOG here within the next 2 weeks.
Josh.
Yeah, Josh DOG.
DOG.
You know,
It's Josh D. OG.
yes.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. What else? That's about it that I can think of off the top of my head. But
Boom.
You're going to have to come back.
Everybody has to, like,
That's what it sounds
keep an
like.
eye out.
we have to come back. Yes, yeah, we're slacking. I wanted to delay it, but I said, fuck, we booked it so far in advance, and I didn't,
You can only delay us so
I was
long.
like, man, that guy's a consummate professional. He's probably going to come through with everything, bro. Just unload.
We tried. We brought, there's 8 grams over there for everyone to dab on. We
No,
said,
you definitely represented, man. Even at not being at 100%. So
We appreciate that.
salute to you guys'
Hell
hustle.
yeah. We appreciate it.
Even without being at
I mean,
100%, you guys
Damn,
still
you
shine.
brought all, you're donating all these wood stuff?
I figured we'd
Nah,
give
I'm
it
just
shit away.
playing.
What's going on? No one even. We were trying to get people to call in. That's why
I know,
Had
people-
Georgie calling. I'm like, Georgie, I got you something.
Oh, man. How much time do we got? It's 12:01. Oh, shit.
They call too late. They lose. Tell
Ain't
them.
nobody here to stop us, though, man. Nobody here to stop us.
Hello, caller.
Hey, what's up?
Who's this?
This is Paper Mache.
Oh, shit. Paper mache.
No, paper mache.
Are you picking a number before we end the show?
Yeah, I'll pick a number. 160.
160. All right. We'll write it down.
160 duly noted.
Yeah, for sure.
So, do you have a question for Michigan Works?
I've been listening. They basically answered everything that I had questions on. Yeah, I'm just a patient. So, I could grow my own plants, but I wouldn't know where to grow them. That would probably be my only question. Like, where should I grow them?
I don't know. Do you have a property where you could put them in like just 1 or 2 in your backyard?
You mean like a private greenhouse or something like that?
No, I mean you could literally just put it outside if you wanted to. I mean it just depends on how serious you want to get into. If you have money to invest, I mean you could definitely get something like that, or you could build like a little small indoor. It's just personal preference.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all I had.
No grows. Too
Yeah.
big, no grows too small.
Right. So basically, there are no limits.
There are no limits. Yes, we could do one lights or you could do 100 lights.
All right, cool. All right, thank you.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Thanks. Peace.
Peace.
I feel bad. I feel like we didn't even squeeze a number in there.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna end on that note. Shout out to all of our sponsors again. What? What's this guy waving on?
I don't know.
What?
Who
What's
won?
he saying, Roach?
He wants to know who won the pod.
Who won the pot?
Were you one of those callers, man?
Are we gonna call?
Are you Dr. Feelgood, bro?
No, who's the first caller? Was
It was D.
It was D.
Yeah, over the
And then Feelgood.
Yeah.
And then
Georgie.
Georgie.
Did we
and
write
then
all these numbers
Shit.
down?
17.
Yeah.
All right, we
101,
gotta
was it
write it
101?
down. Are we gonna announce it right now?
202.
I mean,
are
we doing this? Do we got the executive okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Who?
I remember the number.
17.
Oh yeah, I mean, there wasn't. Okay, so it was basically Over the Moon, and then 3 people that were nowhere near as close.
Yeah. So, I guess D won that shit.
Yeah,
Right.
he sure did.
Yeah. Shout out to D. But we gotta hook Georgie B.
And Feel
Dr.
Good with
Feel
shirts.
Good, and I think she already got a shirt, didn't she?
For
Paper
sure.
mache, whatever. We can hook her up with something
She gets
else.
the Michigan
Maybe
Work
does
shirt.
she smoke woods? Do we know? I don't know.
We'll find out.
Anyways, medical motherfucking Mondays. We're high as shit.
We are.
Tune
still
in next
smoking.
Week. Man, who do we got next week, Roach? Willie J. Peso is supposed to be dropping through
I love that
next
guy.
week. So
I love that guy.
he's
He reminds me of Over the Moon. He's just everywhere. Anywhere I go.
no,
to
yeah,
he's there.
he was just in, what was it? The Grand.
Yeah. He's performing.
Oh shit!
Oh, wait a minute. I think it's too late. Who's this?
Hello, caller.
Hey, what up?
Who's this?
It's Honeybee.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
Is Honeybee calling it? He can't. Man, sponsors can't win no fucking shit.
He could win Michigan Workz.
I know, man. I just wanted to call in, tell you guys, good show. I was watching you guys on my big screen TV, and
That's
it
awesome,
was quite
man.
entertaining tonight.
Boom.
Hell yeah,
Well, I
that's
want to say
awesome.
happy belated birthday to our sponsor, Honeybee Extras.
Oh hell yeah!
Happy
Happy
belated.
belated.
Hey,
Do you
I
smoke
appreciate
backwoods?
it. I'm an old man now. I hit the double nickels.
Wow.
Do you smoke
Oh,
backwoods?
Does he smoke backwoods? This man's a vet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's like, oh yeah.
We're leaving a care package behind for
All
you.
right, yeah. You'll get some woods from Michigan Workz, man.
So that means you
Yeah.
got to come up to the
That'll
show
work,
next week.
man. Yeah, I really enjoyed them guys on the show tonight. I think it'd be good if we had them back.
Hell yeah.
Awesome, man.
We appreciate that.
We
Thank you.
appreciate the support. What you smoking on, man?
I'm actually just smoking on some of the last of the Purple Punch I got. I
Oh.
finished off the wedding cake today, so I'm down to the last of the smidgens. We're getting ready to harvest here in about 3 weeks,
Ugh,
so I'm pretty anxious for it.
we know that too well. We know that too well. Well, let us
Oh,
know when you
yeah.
crap. We're coming over to hang out with you.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. I got a big enough place. But, yeah, I just wanted to call in and congratulate you guys on the YouTube.
Thank you.
I really like that a lot.
Awesome, man. We appreciate it, bro.
All right. Well, I will definitely be up there next Monday. I had a whole bunch of processing I had to get done today, so there was no way I was going to be able to make it up there.
For sure.
No,
for sure.
man. Understandable, man. You got to make the donuts.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get off here. Once again, it was a very good show. Michigan Works. It was nice having you guys on the show. Hope to see you back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Well, hey, just
All right.
just for the sake of playing, if you had to guess a number between 1 and 250, what would it be?
Well, I'm not going to say 55 because I heard that mentioned earlier by somebody. I'd say 121.
121. No.
All right.
All right, man.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to get off here. It looks like we're already running over a little bit on time, so I'm not going to take up any more of you guys' time. I'm going to get off here.
We don't have a bedtime.
Yeah. We control the switch now.
Everybody in here is like,
that's good to
I
hear.
got a bedtime.
We're going to get high.
Alrighty, guys. Well, you guys have a blessed evening. Michigan Works. You guys be careful driving home. Everybody else, you guys take it easy and be careful tonight.
Thank you, sir.
For sure, homie.
You as well, man. Well, I mean, you don't got to drive, but have a good night, man.
Alrighty. Peace out, guys.
Take care.
Peace.
Bye.
Yeah, shout out to all of our sponsors. You want to go through it one more time, Roach?
Man, shout out to Treetop. Shout out to Dr. Greenbuds. Shout out to the president, Green Thumb. Label my motherfucking bud. Ghostbuster Farms. Native Made. 313.
What?
Honeybee Extracts. Viking Oil Supply. And last but not least, Valhalla Labs.
What?
There's 10. I missed one.
Unicorn Tears. Have you heard of them?
Oh, I have.
I've
Back
seen
in the
them.
day, yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the 60s shit.
It's some other shit, man.
Boom. All right, y'all. We'll tune in next week. Willie J. Peso is going to be up in this bitch.
And who else, man?
Who else is going to be in
I
here?
sent you the graphic. I know my man's name, but it's the company. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Honestly,
Why
you don't
you
need
gotta
it.
put me
You
on
could
the
just bring
spot
Willie.
all the
You could just
time,
bring Willie.
Roach?
You could just bring Willie.
What happens all the time?
Put me on the spot, man.
Come on, man.
It's past Berg's
You
birthday.
expect me to remember this shit?
Why can't you?
He's still smoking.
You email me during the show.
This wasn't during the show, motherfucker.
You see what I'm doing right now? This is what I've been doing, man.
Me too. That's why I sent it to you so you could check it out.
Nobody else wants to call in and win some shit.
Moon River.
So what? We gonna announce this shit, Roach?
Willie J. Peso and Moon River Extracts
All right,
next week.
Moon River
Tune in.
Extracts and Willie J. Gonna be in this bitch next week. As far as the winner, Over the Moon won that shit, right?
Yep, Over the Moon.
Congratulations.
Locked
Over
it
the Moon
in.
Won that shit. Gangster shit. I gotta find out what fucking.
And I think we should never reveal what the number was.
No?
No, it's going to drive everybody crazy.
I mean, technically, he's the closest.
Yeah, no, by far.
Yeah. Last week, we had a lot of fucking callers, bro, believe it or not.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah. Check it out on YouTube, bro.
We could not get through.
Bro, the half the show was like talking to people on the phone. Because just trying to guess numbers. We were allowing the people to call back in to
do it again.
But
okay.
Anyways, Over the Moon won the contest.
Congrats, homie.
Congrats.
But didn't we say he had to tune in to call in to claim it at the end?
Maybe.
Maybe he didn't win.
I know.
No.
You have to tune in next week.
Yeah, I
You
have to
might-
tune in
you-
next
you
week to
can-
decide.
You can win some dope shit next week, too. So. I don't know.
Every week.
Michigan Works said they're not going to give us shit for people next week. because
No, he said
they're
fuck
not
next
gonna-
week,
They're
people.
not going to be on the show next week. So.
You guys should just have us every week. Put us on the payroll. Fuck it.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
it. Retire.
Yeah.
Just come on the show. That'll be my Instagram bio.
Hey,
And you're
we
gonna come
ain't
on the
that
show
far,
just to give
man.
away stuff.
No. I
Wow.
wish that was possible.
That's
I mean,
that's an interesting business model.
maybe
Next
some
week.
slabs. Maybe some slabs.
Ooh.
We'll
Hair
Some
roast.
Cali slabs.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing a sister company, Cali Works. It was actually Mike's idea.
What?
Little sister company called Cali Works.
Cali
Yeah,
Works.
it'd be like Mike's little sister company. We'll just I'll mail the packs to his house, and then it's
And
official.
Cali.
Yep, or he'll mail them to my house, and boom.
Boom.
Or send it by courier. That's fucking.
I had to use a mule.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this after the show. All right, y'all. Tune in next week. Who is it?
Messenger pigeon
Who
with
is
a
it,
map.
Roach?
A messenger pigeon with a map.
I know it's Willie J. Peso. And who else?
Moon River Extracts.
Moon River Extracts.
Can you remember that shit?
Moon River Extracts. Yeah, I gotta do the fucking. I gotta do the flyer. All that shit. You act like I don't do anything, Roach. You're hurting my feelings.
You're doing a whole
tonight.
lot right now, man. I'd say you do it too much, but whatever. Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Yeah. Next week,
Next week.
Willie J. Peso, Moon River Extracts.